What's the motherfucking deal? Just gonna slide in the den for a little bit. Probably won't be too long. Just talk a little shit just to keep the den alive. As y'all can see by the background, y'all already know what type of den it's gonna be. What's the motherfucking deal, Darren Davis? What's going down? Let's get this intro cracking, man, and we ain't wasting no time. We can just get into it.
Smoke weed every day.
What's the motherfucking deal? Hope y'all all doing well this evening, man. Like I say, we just thought I'd slide in the den for a little bit. It's gonna be a little sip something in the den. Do talk some shit for a little bit, and just seeing what's shaking. Joseph Games and D Davis, the first two to fall through. Let me make sure this. I'm looking at the real shit because I be forgetting that if you ain't in the real chat, sometimes it don't show up like that. So like I said, I had to do a little something. There, man, Black Dynamite is a great movie, underrated, dog. As a matter of fact, I need to watch it again soon, just because it was. What's up, Rigo? What's the motherfucking deal? But let me turn my headphones down just a little bit. I remember jamming and shit. Underrated, dog. Like pure comedy. Like when I first was checking out, I was like, is this really gonna be is this really finna be a motherfucking, did they really go blaxploitation? But then the fact that it was just, they just hit it on every note, dog. It was pure comedy, dog. Like yeah, that's the round, man. You ain't say nothing at the round table, baby. What was happening, baby? What was going on there? Let me find out them gifts I sent you in the round table chat was really going on. Let me find out. You know who found out she was talking to you know who. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, man. Sipping on a little bit of this fucking tainted apple juice. That's all the fuck this shit is, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you was at work? Okay. Well, that's all good. It's all good. You know, we be talking shit, man. We just be talking shit. That's what's up. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta provide for the fam. I know you got. So I mean, have you come with a name yet? I don't know if I'd ask you for the little one, man. I know the little one's supposed to be coming through real soon, man. How you feeling about that? But shout out to everybody, man. Like I say, if you're new to the Kush Den, man, welcome to the Kush. This is a 420 friendly situation. We're gonna be slow boogieing tonight. We're just gonna have a little sip of it in. Sometimes we sip a little something. Sometimes we smoke a little something. It just depends on what the occasion calls for, man. But tonight we're gonna have we're gonna sip a little something in the den. Just chop it up. Just see how everybody's doing. You know, I ain't really going nowhere. I ain't doing too much. And y'all can look at the partaking ladies in the background. But just been an odd week, man. All the stuff that's been going down. I'm just thinking about all the things that have been shaking in the government. I'm just thinking about the shit that's been going down in the city. And also I have been on the hunt. We ain't quite there. We one subscriber away. But I said at 300 that I would look into a Kush Den, man. Jaquise. Make sure I'm saying it right. Is it Jaquise or Jaquise? How you doing it with the qu or the k sound? Man, you need to go ahead and call him Darren Davis 2, man. Call him Deuce. Little Deuce. Darren Davis 2. The Deuce. What's up, Ed, man? What's the motherfucking deal, man? Oh, man. That was funny, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, we're just going to talk about some off-the-wall shit. I'm thinking about that text that was received in the Kush Den yesterday about the fucking shaving pews, which was real strange. But let's talk about females. Let's talk about broads. You know, that's kind of the thing, the trending topic around here. Yeah, you do be on some crazy shit. But, you know, each his own, man. I can't knock nobody named Ed, man. Or Ed, man. You know, but it's all good. Like I say, you show up, you show love, man. Hey, it's all Gucci. But I'm thinking about that pubic tweet that came in the sauce line last night. I can only imagine what's gonna happen when the Kush line. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, because like I say, once we get that one more sub, We're going to power up. We're going to open up a Kush line. Maybe we'll call it Kush Calls with a K. I don't know. Something like that. We'll figure it out as it goes. Man, everybody figured it was you. Man, I don't even know what happened in the last den. It's been a couple of days since I've done a den. It might have been, the last one might have been Friday, actually. And so that's why I said I'll do a little something today. We just have a little sip in the den just to keep it going. You know, you don't ever want to let the den go too long without too much action. But like I say, just talking about pubes though. Like I know some of y'all are good guys, you know, doing the right thing. And some of y'all have refrained from partaking into affairs with the opposite sex. But for those of you that have, is the level of the pubic region a factor on a female? So I'm saying, are y'all some bush dwellers? I mean, do y'all like it smooth? Y'all with the, as Dave Chappelle skit would say, the scorched earth? You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious as to people and their preferences. I mean, me personally, I think I gotta have a little hair, man. I think I gotta have a little bit of hair down there because I don't know, man. Something just does not seem quite right. I don't know. I want to say it don't seem. Actually, I don't give a shit. But I think if it, I don't think it matters either way. But I think I gotta have a little bit of hair down, just to let me know that, you know, say she on some grown action. You know what I'm talking about? That's just my personal preference. You know, just talking crazy, just saying some things. But I'm curious about, you know, any of y'all who partake. I know some of y'all young. Hey, look, this is my thing. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all. Especially those of you who have never, say, completely shaved and just contributed to the initialization of women. That's what like I say, I don't know, man. I don't know if I really like that. Like I said, I like a bitch to be a little grown. The infantilization. I believe it. Because bitches want to be. Look, you just gotta have a little hair down there. Cause like I say, a bald head, like Pimp C said, man, bald head pussy ain't shit. Grow some hair down there and bitch and get legit. You know what I'm saying? I skewered it up just a little bit. What do you say, Pimp C? Bald head pussy ain't shit. Grow some hair and get legit. Something like that. But you know, I bitch gotta have some fuzz to give me a buzz, man. You know what I'm talking about? But like I say, I mean, I don't know. It's I don't know if it's a thing. We need to have some women in here to see their personal preferences on things of that nature. But I don't think I do. And the more that I actually think about it, this is not something I think I just really considered. I mean, shit, pussy is pussy. As long as you're getting some, it really don't matter, I guess. No, it does matter. There are certain qualifiers that have to be met. You know, we talking about the appropriate age. We talking about clean, inside and out. We're talking about, what's the motherfucking deal? What's up, King? What's up, Austin? What's up, Ray Ray? Man, Ray be having me die, man. Man, Ray be having me die. I love that shit. But I'm serious, man. I'm dead serious about pursuing this thing and taking this shit to the next level. It's just I got a couple of tricks in my back pocket. It's just not the right time to execute. You know, certain things just have to be quite right. But I feel like this will be the year that the people will hear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did. Man, Ray called on that Colvin, dog. Like, psychic, look, call me now for your free reading. Oh, man. But we were talking about, like I say, it's just a Monday night, man. This ain't no real shit to talk about. But like I say, just keeping the den alive, man. We were talking about the difference between, okay, Ricky Montano. Appreciate that. So I think that makes, I want to say that makes number 300 for the den. Let me check and see. So if that's 300, I told y'all I'm going to go ahead and get that Kush line. So tomorrow I'll be working on getting the right number because I want to try to get a number similar to the sauce line. How the sauce line ends with the ends with drip. Okay, also you just subscribe. Okay, hold up. Let me see where we at. Let me see what that puts us at right there. Yeah, 301. That's a BET. All right. So tomorrow, what I will be doing is spending a significant amount of time trying to. Man, honestly, it's not about weed. I don't think I mean, I smoke whenever I have a little bag or something. You know, I smoke, but we don't ever really just sit there and talk about weed. You know what I'm saying? I sit and I think about it. It's like that's just an element of the conversation. Usually the conversation just it goes here and there. It depends. Usually there's a topic, but it's just everyday life, and this is just a more of a relaxing conversation, a free range conversation. You speak your mind about whatever you feel, you know. So if you feel, you know, depending on whatever the issue is we're talking about, or if it's something you want to bring up, I mean, like it's there's no rules except for respect, and that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what it's all about, man. But as we were talking about just a second ago, we were talking about actually because even though Edman is the suspected texter, I can't even talk. I'm slurring. I ain't even drank much of shit. Even though Edman is the suspected texter, he claims that he did not make the pubic comment. So we were talking about when engaging with women, does hair or bear make a difference? You know, I think I need a little bit of hair. Because I've always been a type of person who's I've always liked older women, and just being bald down there, I don't know, makes me feel some type of way. You know, I remember my partner back in college. He's like, "Shit, man, it's grass on the field. Play ball." And I say that sounds good, but I need to put some numbers besides that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just. So we have something. How do we find Edman? I don't know how to. I mean, Edman came through. Like I said, I fuck with Edman. He come through and he all kind of pubic hair levels on the Monday. What are we doing? That's what happens in the den, my friend. It's all kinds of crazy conversation. Like I say, right now, it's just a drink conversation. So we gonna just talk about Pimp My Dog. You know, how do we find Edman guilty? Okay, how do we find Edman guilty or not guilty? Okay. Let's see. So you like to. Man, like I said, like I was saying, you know, I have to do a little bit of the Pimp C, man. I need a little bit of hair down there, man. You know what I'm saying? Bald head pussy ain't shit. I like it, man. I find Edman not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just smoke. And like I say, I just gotta get some things going. Like I said, I've been working on improving, and part of this improvement is working on my focus. So I've been trying to be a little here and there with my smoke and my smoke action, but we'll definitely get it back cracking for the end of the week. But as I was saying about the Kush line, so we're gonna open that shit up. We're gonna get that shit shaking. It's just hard to find something that has the fucking last 4 digits in it, because most of these little services that offer you like second line numbers and all that other shit is they give you the area code, and then the one that I use to get the sauce line for, I can't have 2 accounts of that on my phone. So I'm trying to figure out how I go about that. Like I could probably get another one. I'd probably have to like sign in and out maybe. If I get another account, maybe I have to like sign in using different accounts with that one. I have to see how that works. But I know that I'll see how that works. 'Cause I mean, shit, the sauce line needs to be off anyway whenever ain't nobody using it. So we'll see with that shit. Oh man, I don't want none of that. Look, I like to be relaxed. I like to chill, man. Like I said, I like to have good conversations. That's what I like to do. And be on that booger sugar, it's gonna be over with before the end of the Kush, then I'd be the sold half the shit in the Soft Sports studio, the rest of the shit around me. Oh my goodness, that's a good question. You know, I've always been I've always had a preference of the carpet matching the drapes, you know, but not always. You know, a lot of women do the dye jobs. If you fuck with some black women, you know, a lot of that shit ain't even their real hair. I ain't knocking them. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna. No, I'm not. Because I said I was gonna ease up my stance on weave and shit like that, but no, probably not. But that is a very interesting question. That's some shit that I've never thought of. A purple bush. I'd have to think about that. I mean, would that be a toxic situation? I mean, you have to be real careful about what you dealing with. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, also. That's what you say. Look, bust nuts on backs and bellies, baby. None in between. From the wise philosopher known as Slim Thug. And that has been my motto. That's been my motto since high school. But that's some interesting. I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, think about it. A lot of these women, you see a lot of women with crazy ass, blue, purple, green, all this extra shit. You know, they might have done a fucking home dye job and like, well, I got some extra dye left over, so, you know, why not? I could definitely see that shit happening. I could easily, that shit could, it's out there somewhere. I don't know where, and I couldn't tell you where to find it, but it's definitely out there somewhere. Thongs or boy shorts? I think it almost 9 times out of 10 I probably go with the boy shorts because I don't know, man. Sometimes it's gotten to the point where I don't know if the internet has anything to do with it. I don't know if it's porn or the way women are nowadays. It's like sometimes everything doesn't have to be just all the way out there. You know what I mean? And a thong is like, it's almost like, what is the point of wearing a thong? Because thongs, like these thongs, the 2010 thongs are not like 90s thongs. You know what I'm saying? 90s thongs used to look like fucking slingshots. Now they used to fucking have like, them bitches used to be like wide and then kind of, you know, thongs now are basically G-strings. You know, what they used to call a G-string back then is basically what you call a thong now. And them motherfuckers just used to look kind of crazy, man. Like, I mean, you know, have you heard of the C string or something like that? Basically, it's like, it's not even underwear, man. It's a wire. And it's got like a little, you know what I'm saying, square in the front to cover the vaginal area, the clitoris. And then like a fucking little wire that goes up their ass crack. Not up their ass crack, not literally up their ass. But yeah, I mean, like, it's no point even wearing that. Like, I saw that was a thing. I saw that actually, it was probably about a couple of years ago. I came across that. And I was just like, what is the point of this, man? You say if she flat, then a thong. But I don't know, man. Sometimes them boy shorts, man, them boy shorts can help create a little bit of a formation. It can make it look like a little something. You know what I mean? You know, little boy shorts. If she got the long kind of flattish booty, it can make it look like a little something hanging out the back. But the thing is, if you don't have you got to have a little bit of cuff. You know what I'm saying, under the rump. Just even if it's just a little bit, the boy shorts can accentuate that. So I'd probably have to go with boy shorts 9 times out of 10. Because it's just something about them that makes them yes, appreciate that. Yes, like the damn stream. Exactly, man, because and this is what women don't realize. The most women these days, you know, they just think just putting it all out there isn't attractive. No, a motherfucker's going to see you exactly for what you are, and he's going to want to beat, skeet, and adios. But when you leave a little something to the imagination, when a woman can properly tease and do those other things, it's more likely that you'll stay on a guy's mind or something like that. Now, me, I don't really give a fuck either way. But you might as well show me what you got, because I'm going to talk shit either way. If you look, bitch, I don't want that shit. I want to see it all buck naked. I say these things, but I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna say some off the wall shit. You see, there was a great Curb Your Enthusiasm skit about this. I've heard of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I heard it was supposed to be good. What's that guy's name? Larry David. They said that dude is fucking man. You're not lying. I am a big fan of yoga pants, but there is a limit. There is a limit on the yoga pants, and some women are not familiar with the limit. Now, don't get me twisted, man. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't mind a big girl. I told you, look, I got long arms. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what my wingspan is. I got sizable hands. I gotta find a. Let me see. I got a ruler in here somewhere. I'm finna do some combine measurements and shit. I ain't got my ruler on me, so I'm gonna see. I don't know how big they are, but I like to have some shit that, you know what I'm saying. I like to have some assets. I don't mind some big tits or something like that. I like to have handfuls. You know, people say that. I remember we had this conversation with a friend of mine. He's like, man, you know, I'm not a big fan of real big titties. You know, a handful is more than enough. I say, well, you know, a handful for you is a different handful for me. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Austin, you get 100 brownie points for that. Matter of fact, let me make sure this is. Let me make sure this shit's shaking. That is, you ain't lying about it. Sundresses might be the most legit full-fledged attire that let me make sure is it. Do I got the bank open? Is the bank not shaking? Okay, cool. There we go. Sundresses they might be the best full-fledged attire that a woman can wear. And if the wind is blowing right and it's just kind of accenting over the features and things like that, it is definitely a nice thing to see. D-Hop need a whole lot of ass. Man, I be wondering about D-Hop and his ass preferences. Oh man. What you say? Why home bitch never selling ass and walking, tried to have class and pull her skirt down when her ass was out. Man, you know, them hoes on business, they gonna do whatever they gotta do, man. Shit, that's Trackville, Texas, man. What you talk about? Trackville, Texas. They finna get that money. You say, what are your friends fuck D-Hop? But did he give her an autographed football? Oh, okay. Well, cool. Okay, cool. Brownie points? I don't know. Brownie points are just some shit. You know, motherfuckers say brownie points just like cool points. Shit like that. Fucking DeAndre Hopkins. Bitch. That's fucking hilarious, dog. That's fucking hilarious. Like, if I was DeAndre Hopkins, like, you don't understand the type of shit I would tell bitches. I bet you should feel. I'd be like Rick James, honestly. Like, with my hands, I'd be like, bitch, do you know what kind of footballs these hands have caught? I'm DeAndre Hopkins, bitch. I give that ass 2 thumbs down. I wish I had more hands. 1, so I could catch more footballs. 2, so I give that ass 4 thumbs down. Dog, that would be craziness, dog. That would be fucking crazy. Oh man, Harden. Speaking of people who fuck homegirls and friends, Harden notoriously broke bread with a good friend of mine, and she's actually somebody I want to reach out to because she has a superstar following in Houston, and so part of that is I got to get my Instagram game up before I shoot it. And it's like, even if I shot at it right now and just say, what's up, man? What's going down? You know, hey, man, shout your boy out. Or, what it would take to get a shout out, show your boy some love. And she would do it. But I want to make sure I got to have the proper setting myself, you know. Because there's a couple other little things that I could do. But it's like, at one point, I want to make sure that we've built a proper following. So it's not like just trying to pull off of somebody else. When I talk about Slim Thug, every rapper in Houston follow her ass. Motherfuckers all over the fucking map. I could tell y'all some videos she was in and things. She don't do videos no more, I don't think. But yeah. Yes. Harden as a Trey Songz basketball, his beard would take your girl. But like I say, man, it's all about man making sure that things are done properly, man. Say that lazy motherfucker, that's fucking funny. Hard ain't got no problem with shit. When you make it, what shit now? What with the extension and everything else? He about a $500 million man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that boss life shit is dope, man. Look, we need to tell Thugger, hey, look, holla at your boy. But on the cool, like I think, like as things start building up, we get the right numbers and things. I'm gonna start plugging into some more of these connections and some things. I'm gonna start reaching out to some people and doing some things. I just, like I said, it has to be the way I feel about things. It has to be sustainable on my own merit. You know what I mean? And I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Hey, what's up? Because then people are like, come on, man. But once you have a nice following and all that other stuff, man, you should tell me I got to be in a video. This shit ain't gonna shake. That's part of the deal. But it's like, do girls moan as loud as they do in porn videos? It just depends on the chick. It really depends on the chick. Different girls do different things. Sometimes the bitches that be in porno videos are doing a whole lot of acting. And you got to be able to tell, once you fuck with enough chicks, you'll be able to tell if they're embellishing or if they are really into it. And the thing about it, I tell bitches too all the time, because I've had homegirls talk about, oh man, I've had to fake it with my man and all this other shit. Like, well, that's your stupid ass fault. Like, why would you fake it and make him think that he's pleasing you just to make him feel good and you're not satisfied? You need to open your mouth and say, hey, this ain't shaking. I need this. I need that, blah, 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 blah. So that way you get satisfied in the situation too. Otherwise, you're going to continue to get left looking dumb and you're going to continue to be mad. It's just going to pile up until you just get too frustrated, can't take it anymore, or you going to motherfucking... Yeah, hey, Eddie Murphy gave some real game. He was not lying about that. When you make them do the ooh, it's through. It's a wrap, dog. Because you got to understand, a lot of women... truly, honestly, are not getting orgasms from their sexual relationships. A lot of women are, you got a lot of women who fake it. Of course, that's why these women have all these crazy toys and all this other shit. And shit, honestly, most dudes don't give a shit. They try to get their nut and get on, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've had my moments like that, and I've had my moments where, depending on who the chick is, I can say, yeah, I may want to keep her around a little bit. So, first couple of times, I'm going to lay it all the way down, and then after that, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is crazy. Damn. Yeah, I heard something about that, I heard something about Jordan even, like, hit him up after a game. He said he was talking about how Jordan... like asked him where he got some Jordans from. Like, what kind of shit is that? Jordan has to ask you where you got some Jordans from. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. That's a bet, Austin, man. I'm glad you fell through, man. I appreciate you helping me get to that 300. You know what I'm saying? Like Sparta and all that good shit. Oh, yeah, it's going to be, tomorrow I'm talking big shit. I'm talking big shit tomorrow about that fucking Thunder game, dog. Oh, man. I'm just for real, for real. Hey, Jeremiah, what's the motherfucking deal? You brought the macaroni, man. You lay the pipe right no matter much. It don't be, you ain't lying, Ray. That's a motherfucking fact, dog, because women know that you ain't gonna look. They can't get that everywhere. Every man is not up to the task, man. And it's not about size. It ain't about all that shit. Like what they talk about is it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean, all these other things. It's true, because honestly, I'm gonna say it's like, well, depending on the woman, of course. But the G-spot is only a couple inches deep, and then you kind of got to hit that little area. But you know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal. Bitches who start talking about, I need a fucking foot long and all this shit, it's because they ass been wore the fuck out. You know what I'm talking about? It had been bust up, and so they losing sensation and feelings, or they've been fucking. You know what I mean? So shit. It is what it is, man, Saucy. But it is what I say. Why the girls are sweet like that? She's that pure. Man, squirting is a... What the fuck is going on? Why is there only one song playing in my fucking Spotify? Oh, that's why. That ain't why. Okay, I thought I had the Kush Den playlist. I put on some Devin. But yeah, man. Yeah, squirters. Squirters are. I also pull back up on those. What squirters? Did somebody say squirters? Oh, man. We don't want to talk about the Arby's sandwich. I told y'all about the one I waited on for so long. I finally smashed that shit, and it was an Arby's sandwich. But I can't lie. Like, we can talk all that shit about that shit, man, but it really don't matter. That shit don't necessarily affect. It's just not visually appealing, you know. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean the pussy bad. I mean, you got some bitches who just naturally born like that. And then you got some bitches who they shit get worn out from doing too much motherfucking fucking, you know what I'm saying? But I say it is because I know some hoes when I was I wouldn't call it my prime. I think the prime is yet to come. I'm finna get back and shit. I'm finna start eating healthy. I'm finna get veganized on y'all and shit. But not been studying my eating and shit. But I say pussy looking like a bloodhound. Bitch looking like a pug in the pussy. But squirters are like, I'm telling y'all. I've had some bitches who, I mean, they get into it and they let loose. Like, I almost don't even really necessarily want to know what the fuck it is. I'm sure it is fucking piss. Then I'm sure it's fucking disgusting as fuck. But the fact that you can do something to a woman's body, like that's my thing that I've always do is like when you can learn a woman and you basically like have a remote control on her body. That certain things that you can do can create little triggers and shit like that. It's over with after that. Like you basically got to lock down, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you saw Stephen A. Man. Oh, he's still trying to say this. I saw him talking about the Rockets weren't better than the Warriors, but nah, shit. I'm telling you, look, when I'm talking about that, look, when I'm telling you, like, man, I had chicks, dog, who, I mean, they back to back to back to back, and so it's just like that shit there. Once you fucking that bitch and she's squirting and you still fucking the shit out this bitch, that it's like. I don't want to say it's like a power, but it is. It's just like, I'm telling you, like, I'd be cool here, but man, look, I'd be looking at them bitches all around, like, bitch, fucking the shit out of you. And fucking, I have to make that eye contact when she squirt, when I know she fucking in that zone, and her eyes rolling all kind of motherfucking ways and shit like that. That's when they not fake. When a bitch is like, oh, and she just making that noise, yeah, she bullshitting. But when her body start locking up and convulsing and, like I say, eyes rolling in the back of her head and shit, you know what I'm talking about? You say Stephen A. might pull through if we win tomorrow by 15. Oh, he go. Man, Stephen A. He just talking ridiculousness right now. He gonna be talking about I knew they could do it and I had faith in him. Yeah, he gonna jump ship like everybody else when it's all over with. They say join the vegan side of it. I'm working on the eating though. I've been looking at some things about. Like one Dr. Sebi, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Dr. Sebi, and I've been knowing about it for a while, but I just haven't been doing the things I need to do to improve, you know, my quality of life and shit like that. So when I went to the grocery store, I went and stocked up basically. I don't think I bought any meat. Yeah, straight vegetables, fruit, vegetables, fucking everything for the start, trying to consume more salads. Because it was something he was talking about, you know, blood and starch. Or things that can affect your health negatively. But if you got to consume one or the other, it's better to consume meat as opposed to the starches and things like that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to give up meat completely, but I'm just kind of alternatively eating meats. So like I said, I'm really only fucking with like, but it's been like that for a minute. I eat like a fucking big ass beef burger every now and then. I'll go out and grab one, but for the most part, I fuck with chicken, ground turkey, shit like that. Like anytime, like the fucking tacos I made earlier was made with fucking ground turkey and shit like that, man. Jared, what's the motherfucking deal, man? All right, Tucker, man, I'm glad you slid back in and slide back out again, man. Look, I'm telling you this, man. It's about. it sounds so crazy, but it's just the way that we're designed, man. You know, all this feminism shit and women want to be dominant. You can't be. It's just fucking nature, man. And that's how I see it. You know, unless a lady wants to come in here and prove me wrong, I don't see them until then. You know, like I say, the Kush is all about education. You know, if you prove me wrong, if you tell me something different, educate me if you feel a different way. But because I look at it like the plug in the socket. To be a woman is to be submissive because you have to open up and let someone inside of you. Women, when they discover themselves, when they learn about who they are, when they start learning about sexuality, even when they discover masturbation and things like that, everything with women takes place on the inside. When they orgasm, when they do all that stuff, that all takes place on the inside. When a man busts a nut, he fucking skeets all over your fucking face, halfway across the room, or in the nearest available shirt, whatever it is. It's external. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we men deal with things externally. You know what I mean? And they're more hands-on with things and things like that. Women are more inside. That's why they're better with that intuition and understanding certain things. They're good at reading body language and things like that because that's the stuff they deal with mentally. And then they kind of learn that way. So like when these fucking feminists come out and they talking all crazy, like, you know, want to be dominant in a relationship, want to be, no, man, it just doesn't work like that. Because if that's the case, give these feminists that want to take the place of men, go tell them to go out there and fucking cut the damn trees down. Go tell them to fucking go do all the fucking construction work. Go fucking construct power grids. Go do all that shit. You know, like I said, I don't know how many of y'all have ever worked in construction or, you know, been a contractor. I've done it for a while, you know, until, you know, I got into some shit and then that kind of hindered some of my opportunities. But when you go there, you may see a woman welder. I'm not saying that they don't, but the majority don't. And the one that you do, what is she doing? She's most likely dyking. You know what I'm saying? She's most likely trying to look at the same hoes you looking at. When you see a lot of these women who, I work hard and they're fine, a lot of them are fire watches. In a fire watch, you don't do shit. You literally sit there all day and watch people work in case something happens and you toot a horn. You know what I mean? So my thing is this. But I have a question though. I got a question, Jared. What is the shroom high like? I hate the Me Too movement also, Ed, man. But what is a shroom high like? Because I'm curious about wanting to try the shrooms. And yes, King, man. King 88, I'm King, man. King 88, just like she possessed, like on some exorcist shit. But what I was saying is that I like having that ability. You know, it's like when it comes to dealing with women, I treat them like a video game. I want to win, of course. And so by me winning is, one, making her come first to prove that I'm better at this than she is. And then two is just to have control over her body. That is my goal. You know what I'm saying? When I go in, especially if it's a chick that I ain't never fucked with before, it's like a discovery. Okay, what are her triggers? What's making her tick? What's making her operate this? What's gonna make that toe curl up? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna make that twitch? What's gonna, you know what I'm saying? What's doing this and what's doing that? Okay, interesting. Because I was listening to, I think it was Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast, but I think he said he recorded this one earlier. I forgot who he had on there, but the guy was talking about mushrooms. And Bill Burr was like, well, I want to wait till I get older. I want to take some mushrooms and go to like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. But the guy was saying like, man, you don't want to do that. You know, you want to kind of, your first, till you can know that you can control it, you want to be at an environment that you feel good in. And then he said, by the time you like get to where you can control your trip, then you'll start thinking about like how ludicrous things like Lowe's and fucking Home Depots are and all those other things like that. See, I was flipping out in a good way. I fuck with Bill Burr. He's actually finna go on tour, and I need to, matter of fact, why are we talking about this? Because he said he's coming to Houston, and he had like some kind of promo code for people who listen to his podcast. The Revention Music Center. I don't even know what that is. Okay, we got it. We got a little while. It's July 26th that he will be in Houston. So he's actually going to start off in Vancouver. He's going to be in Ontario. What the fuck? What the fuck? How the fuck you go to San Antonio in March, then you go back everywhere else? Why wouldn't you come to Houston like right after you go to San Antonio? But then he goes, got a couple of dates in April 20th in Nashville, Tennessee. That's where he did his last stand-up in Nashville, and that was actually hilarious. Then he comes July 26th. Then in the 28th, he'll be at Irving, Texas. So where's this at? Where is this place at? Okay, so off of 45. Little was that downtown, a little past right there, kind of not too far from Fourth Ward. Okay, cool. I'm dead serious about really wanting to go check that out, man. No, I hadn't. I didn't, because I know you're saying you were going to get the raffle. I meant to check back with you, and I should have fucking done it tonight while we had a fucking round table. But you know what I'm saying. But I hadn't. I didn't, because actually I checked the thing, and then I meant to send you a message. Sometimes I'd be all over the place, and so I apologize for that. Chappelle got a good bit about tripping on shroom. He hates Houston. Nah, I think he fucks with it. Because he said something about Houston. I forgot what he said. But he was talking about, like, in Tennessee, though, he was, the one he did, I want to say Walk It Out or Walk This Way or whatever the fuck it was. That was a great stand. Bill Burr is a great stand-up. You just kind of got, like, the reason why I like Bill Burr is because he's not, to me, he's an independent. And that's what I like. I like independent thinkers, people who think for them fucking selves. You know what I mean? And that's how I like to feel. There's some things that I agree with the right on. It may be more things I agree with people who lean right on. But there are some things that I guess you would call liberal. I just think that shit that makes sense is the way that you go. Fuck all this. It makes me feel bad when you do these. Man, I don't give a fuck how you feel, man. Do you think that fuck Columbus gave a fuck how the Indians felt? Okay, no. So that's why you're allowed now to feel how you feel, because this country was built up on that shit, and you have access to these things now. So, I mean, that's just, it is what it is. Like I said, you know, people have their own opinions about shit, so I can't really decide that. But depending on doing how we're drawn to, and we made, man, that shit would be dope. I'm gonna have a question. Like, so I know that people talk about shrooms, and I've heard that they're the ones that grow out of the. How do you know? I've heard that you're supposed to get the shrooms that grow out of cow shit after it rains. I'm not willing to go examine that. I'm not willing to make that experiment on my own, because I just might end up eating some shitty ass fucking mushrooms, like literally shitty ass mushrooms. How do you know how do you know that you're getting good mushrooms? How do you know which mushrooms are the right ones? Like, that's what I'm curious about. You say the ones from cow shit are the ones different that you get from dealers. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know that you're getting good shrooms, man? Like, that's what I'm curious about. I had my homeboy, like one of my best friends. He told me one time he had some shroom tea, and it was not a good trip. Like, he didn't realize that he just stumbled upon some deep web psychedelic cult shit. No, man, this is the Kush Den. Usually we smoke in here, but sometimes we take a drink. Sometimes we talk about all kind of different things, man. Like I said, it's a free range conversation. We were actually talking about, we started off the conversation talking about vaginal hair length. And then we started talking about erogenous zones for women. And now we're talking about shrooms. And we were talking about Bill Burr and some other stuff. So now we're just talking about whatever's clever. I am Ed Honcho. So, but like I say, so like, how do you figure? How do you tell the difference though? You say that the ones from cow shit bruise blue. So I'm just, I don't know, but you should, if it recommended it to you, then you must like real good conversations. You must like free range conversation. Free speech, and free for all topics. I don't know. But you're more than welcome to stay. If you don't like what you don't like, hey, it's all good either way, man. Um, okay, you said the ones that you get upstream usually go on a hydroponic tank hydroponic style. Okay, well that's interesting. Um, I'm all about that, but I guess that's what it's all about, man. Like I say, usually I'm smoking in the Kush den. It's just I ain't got no smoke right now, so I decided to have a little bit of a beverage, take a little drink. So, like I say, I think that if you were to stick around, subscribe, you're more than welcome to. I'd appreciate it if you did. That I think you would like some of the conversation. This is a little slow boogie night, not too much going on, but usually it gets real good. But we're just talking, we're just kind of chilling tonight. Not too much happening. It was really an unplanned Kush den. I didn't really give too many folks a heads up. It was a last minute thing. No, how did that take place? I'm not sure how that got the chronic. I loves the chronic. But then I've been talking to people too. They say that, yeah, that's why I say I kind of want to implement some of the drinking. I'm just not a drinker. I really don't drink a lot unless I'm in the Kush den. But people have told me that the smoking Kush dens are different from the drinking Kush dens. So they feel like a different vibe. So every now and then, I guess it don't hurt to have a little bit of a drink and just talk some shit with my friends in the den. Give you this. Matter of fact, I'm very interested in that one, actually. I always called it the chronic because Dr. Dre called it the chronic. But also, are the ones that bruise blue, the ones that you get from the cow shit, are they also? Do they have the same effect? Are they the same? Oh, okay. Like that's my thing too. I don't want to say Snoop is it's hydroponic. I wouldn't say Snoop is a mentor, but I like what Snoop does with the GGN thing. I'd like the Kush Den to do something similar, but a little bit different. Like if I ever got it all the way that I plan on getting it, it'll be a little bit different, but something similar to that. Said, have you ever watched any Norm Macdonald? Man, like the same dude I was talking about that drank the shroom tea. Like I say, this is my best friend. I would probably say my best bud. But I told you, well, I don't know. Like I say, it here and there. In the den, I talk about a lot of shit. I talk about a lot of personal issues in the den sometimes. I don't try not to name names. I tell a lot of interesting stories sometimes, or interesting to me. It's my life. But I told you about how my best friend, he passed away, and this year I think I'm making 9 years. Damn. And then this Sunday coming up makes 20 fucking years that my sister passed away. And I can't believe it. I was talking to my mom yesterday. I had a good conversation with my mom. Fucking talked for like 3 hours. 20 years, man. I can't believe it. I remember where I was when I found that shit out, man. But my best bud, he was telling me about Norm Macdonald. He does a fucking almost perfect Norm Macdonald fucking impression. It's super fucking funny, man. But I haven't really watched anything of his since he used to have that show. Wasn't he on that show like The Man Show or something like that? Or was that, I don't know, Adam Carolla? And was that Norm Macdonald? Baked ears don't always hear clearly. Hell, now they hear what they want to hear. Snoop thought the dude said chronic because he didn't know what hydroponic meant. That's fucking hilarious, though. That's fucking hilarious. But that's like crazy how things get started. I mean, how terms come about and, things like that become a fucking part of the culture. Like the 420 thing. You hear so many different sources as to where 420 came from. Some people said it was some kids who would hang out after school in Cali that they would go smoke at 420. It was like a little club, or I've heard all kind of shit. I don't know if it was heard some about an area code. I've heard all kind of off the wall ass shit, man, that, maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I just know that if I got a little bag and 420 comes around, and if I ain't got too much going on and I don't want to fuck up any of the other stuff that I do, I smoke a little something. But I've got to the point where I got to be a little bit careful because I do notice that, not that I do notice, I've been fucking knowing it, but like now as I've been doing more of the soft sports and doing some of these other things, I try to save my smoking for the evenings for the Kush Den, just because, to keep my productivity levels high, if you will. Norm Macdonald's on a shitty ass Mike Tyson show. The cartoon. I like the fucking Mike Tyson cartoon. It's stupid as fuck. Oh yeah, he's the pigeon. He's the pigeon. Isn't he the pigeon? Or pigeon, that's just the fucking pigeon's name. But see, I'm a person, like, I like cartoons over real shit anyway, because with cartoons, with animation, you have the ability to just do some far-fetched ass shit that you can't normally do with live action actors, at least without hurting them or having to use fucking CGI effects and shit like that. Yeah, the Mike Tyson Mysteries cartoon show. Matter of fact, look, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm looking at the wrong chat. I got to bring up the real chat because the one that shows up in the thing doesn't always show. Okay. He said it was just some nigga shit. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm missing like half the fucking conversation because I'm not, because I'm looking at the fucking shit on the stream instead of looking at the actual thing. That's fucking funny. You said Michael Story. Like, yeah, we got a Mike Tyson mystery. Yeah, that's why I like. I mean, that's just, I've always been a cartoon. It's like not even for the goofiness of it, because like, I mean, if you think about shows like Rick and Morty is a great fucking show. I hate all the fucking bandwagon fans who joined like after the first 2 seasons and then bitched all about, you know, what was going on this season. You know, like, because a lot of people weren't even fucking with it after the first season. And then you just have like, oh, you're taking too long. Like, people who were not real, I mean, even supporters. But like I say, what I like about Rick and Morty is that it gets deep sometimes. It gets dark sometimes. You know, everything isn't about funny shit always. Sometimes, you know, you gotta have conversations on that other level. And sometimes we do it at the end. You know, we'll talk about dark shit. We'll talk about topics that aren't always the most pleasant. But, you know, these are conversations that you have to have. These are things that you have to talk about. It's life, man. You know, and that's what the Den is. The Den, honestly, like I say, and the funny thing about the Kush Den is most people who fuck with the Kush Den don't even smoke. That's what always, that's the thing that always makes me wonder, like, about it. But it's cool because it's all about the conversation, really. Like I say, it's not about weed. It's not about me drinking. It's not about any of that. It's always about the conversation. But I just find that real fucking funny. I find that very, very, very hilarious. But like I say, I like shit when you gotta have real conversations and you gotta talk about things. And the reason the Kush Den, the way my goal or my soft sports in the Kush Den, the way I mean talking about both of them. Soft sports, my whole premise with that was I want to talk to people the same way I talk to my partners or I talk to my friends, or if I go to a sports bar and I talk to somebody about sports. I want to talk to people that exact same way. I want people to have the freedom of conversation. I want you to say what the fuck you want to say. I want you to speak your mind. I believe in free speech. Even if I don't agree with anything you're fucking saying, I still want to hear it because I like to know how other people think. I like to know how other people operate. Because if you go around this world, if you go around this life thinking that everybody thinks like you, you're going to be sorely mistaken real quickly. You know what I'm saying? And it'll put you in a crazy place. You're saying, what's that? Are you talking about soft sports? Are you asking what that is? Or are you talking about Rick and Morty? Yeah, and that's what I liked about Rick and Morty, because they took it to a different place, man. They broke the mold. They did something different. They pushed the limits. And they make you, some of the shit makes you think. Some of the shit makes you laugh. Some of the shit makes you a little sad. But the fact that it takes you through that spectrum of emotions is what makes it great. You know, when that the end of the second season, man, y'all don't understand how upset I was. What's going on with Rick? What's happening? That shit grasped my attention more than a lot of these shows that are dramas or supposed to be, enticing or whatever it is. Like even fucking Walking Dead. I like the first 2 seasons. I probably should have stopped at season 4. But I don't know how deep web it is if it's on YouTube, man. But if you say so, I'll take it. But man, my thing is just about like even with the Kush Den though, like I smoke. And like I told y'all, shit happened in my life. I told y'all, about my last old lady and things like that. And I cut a lot of people out of my life, things like that. And so that's kind of, I don't say that's what's got me on YouTube, but I just felt like, just to start having a conversation. If people fuck with it, they did. If they didn't, I really didn't care either way. But like I say, even with the soft sports, I wanted to talk to people like I talk to folks naturally. And with the Kush Den, I thank you for that, Jared. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. And with the Kush Den, like I say, when I'm in a smoking session or if I smoke with my partners, I want to talk to people the same way that I talk to my previous associates or associations that I've had. In the same way that I have smoke sessions, man, we always have good conversations, man. I remember when I used to do a little bit more, when I was a little bit into some other shit, doing some shit I shouldn't have been doing. I won't say I should have been. I don't want to put it like that. When I made other decisions in life that were much more riskier than what I'm doing right now. And it used to be a guy that would shop with me. He sold weed, and I had the things that I was dealing with. And so we would kind of exchange, we swap it out. I'd always get the better deal out of it, but I mean, I'm gonna buy some weed anyway, so fuck it, I might as well swap him out. He wants some fucking pills or whatever the fuck he wanted, whatever I had. And so we swap it out. And this is way back when I had my little trap and all this shit, like I say, before all the other stupid shit happened. And so one time, he came over and, he wanted to do a little exchange. And I had a couple of my partners over there. We'd already been smoking. I think I had a little bit of weed. We just smoking. We were talking. He was like, man, is it okay if I chill and, smoke one with you? I'm not tripping, dog. Go ahead. Fuck it. I mean, what the fuck? He was cool. Like I say, we had been operating for a little while. And we was on the Xbox and, we was just talking shit. I forgot what game we were playing. And then, he smoked. He was getting ready to leave after we had, smoked. We smoked 2 or 3 blunts or whatever. And he was just like, man, he's like, would it be okay if I ever come back over, man? Because it's like, y'all smoke sessions are way different than the sessions I have with my friends, man. Like, most of the time, the people I smoke, we don't even say shit. We just kind of sit there and we just smoke. We don't really talk. I'm like, man, that's a very fucking depressing situation. If that's what weed did to me, I wouldn't want to fuck with nobody like that. You know what I mean? Like, I like having conversations. I like talking about a variety of different things, and it ain't always got to be serious. It's about having fun. It's about having a good time, man. Aqua Teen Hunger Force was great. It was great. Man, the fucking what's the fucking rapper, that fucking spider or whatever the fuck. It was like a cow and then it was like a spider. It was like a mummy one time. I forgot what he called himself. It wasn't MC Drader. What was MC Drader? Was that some South Park shit? I can't remember that. But he fucking made like fucking crazy shit. He made Meatwad like come to some warehouse or some shit. Yeah, man, and it's like that. Yeah, sometimes you do, man. But then sometimes I look back at some of the shit that I did. And I was like, man, it wasn't even that I was stupid. I just made bad decisions because I knew better, but I just chose not to do better. MCP path. That dude would always do all kind of off the wall shit. And I remember, man, Aqua Teen Hunger Force just had some fucking funny. Carl was my favorite off of fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But like I say now, I know a lot of my associations, some of them grew up, had families and things like that. I don't have any biological little ones. But, now in the situation I'm in, I understand. You got to do what you got to do, protecting yours and taking care of yours and things like that. But yeah, I think some people get to a point where they just get way too serious, though. You know, or not even that they get way too serious. It's just like, oh, I can't do any of the things I used to. Maybe it's because they don't have the self-control. Maybe it's because, you know, a lot of people let their old ladies take over and say, no, shame on you. And you got to be a man, dog. You got to stand your ground. If it's something you want to do, trust me, your old lady respects you a lot more for you choosing to do it, unless you're going to fucking cheat or something. But it's nature. Because once a woman knows she can tell you this, that, and the third, and you cooperate blindly, and she got that lock on you. What's up, man? What's the motherfucker? I saw you slid out the thing, but I know it'd be a whole bunch of messages. But that was my fault, because I didn't realize that you were not in the round table. And like, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. That's why I'd added you. I'm like, man, I can't believe, man, I got him on all the other things. I got his links and shit, and we don't got him in the round table conversation. So that was my fault on that. But yeah, I know that shit was probably earlier, and you ain't get a chance to. I know that shit might have been bothering. I know you said you was at work when you had when you was getting a lot of that shit. What? Hold on. Okay. I got some very interesting things going on that gram, man. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm on a mission to do something different. I'm on a mission to do something different. It's not about necessarily just being a YouTuber. It's not about all that other things, but it's about providing people a different form of entertainment, man. I want people. Now, the round table is a sports thing where we all talk about our team and things like that. So you gotta be eyes to watch that. It's a show that you definitely do got to be a little. It helps being lit. You know, when I think about that though, I think a lot about my old lady that passed away, man. Because we used to fucking watch Adult Swim. We get baked and fucking just chill, watch Adult Swim, and getting all kind of tomfooleries. But it is what it is. But I'm trying to make a move. I'm trying to make a real live move, man. I heard someone from Dallas say they were using to becoming a winning seat. Oh man. Like I say, just people just got to stay tuned. People just got to stay tuned to watching what Houston's finna do. A winning team. Are they talking about? Are they talking about the Texans? Are they talking about that's a bad man up, man. I'm glad you fell through, man. Show some love, man. That's what's up. But you said maybe like Friday or so you'd be available. I'm gonna reach out to you. I saw you sent a message. I'm gonna link up with you. Oh, all Houston teams, man. It is though. The city right now is real hot, dog. Like, I mean, you got to think about what the Rockets. They're number one. The Astros, they're number one. I don't care what anybody said. They just won the World Series. So until proven otherwise, until the season gets underway, they're number one. They riding the trophy around the rodeo. Probably, well, they're probably not right now as we speak. But I seen some pictures. That shit look dope. They riding the fucking trophy on the horses and shit. And then you got to say the Texans, you saw what Deshaun Watson was capable of doing. You saw what Deshaun Watson was able to do when he was in there. Now, we got to get that line straight. To me, that's the biggest issue. You got to get that O-line together to protect Deshaun Watson, and then we'll be good to go. But, shit, the Dynamo are a solid soccer team. The fucking Cougars men and women's fucking basketball teams should be sliding into the tournament. So it's a whole lot of stuff going on. I would love the SaberCats been kicking ass in a lot of these exhibition games. See, they've been playing it over there at Sugarland, the Constellation Field. So well, shout out to Seattle, man. Ain't nothing but love for Seattle, man. Ain't no beef with Seattle. Y'all got Dwayne Brown off of us. It was all good. You know what I'm saying? He's solid. Ranked number 21. That's what I'm saying, dog. Like, and then you talk about the Houston football team. They're a solid team, dog. The Cougars football. Go Cougs. Ed Oliver, dog. That motherfucker there is the truth. He talking about he already gonna come out next year. He didn't say it. He said ain't no point. The fucking first underclass. Well, not the first since 1946. The first underclassman since 1946 to win the Outland Trophy. So I'm just saying, man. But I appreciate that, Mike, man. Like I say, yeah, the whole vibe of this thing, man, is to be chill. It ain't about beefing. It ain't about talking crazy. Or, you can feel free to talk crazy. But it's all about conversation, man. It's all about having a good time. It's all about enjoying life. And, if people got issues and things to discuss. I mean, we get into a lot of stuff here. Sometimes we have conversations about racial issues. We'll talk conversations about sex issues, between the sexes and the actual sex issues. I mean, I don't know. So like I say, you say we're going to convert it. We're going to convert Mike to a... Mike is now officially a friend of the den. You know what I'm saying? Dilly dilly, a friend of the den. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, robo-hoes. Robo-hoes are a thing, Mike. So I don't know how familiar you are with this recent wave of robotic sex dolls, but we identify them as robo-hoes. You know what I'm saying? And we're fans of robo-hoes. Robo-hoes. Oh, of course he is. Of course, yeah. Seattle did get stolen from. Oklahoma did steal that from Seattle. Absolutely. That's fucking fine. I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that as soon as he asked about the Thunder. But what's this? I hear Seattle's supposed to be trying to get another team. Because I heard something about the NBA trying to do another expansion real soon, and I heard that Seattle's supposed to be on the map to get a team. So I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but yeah. Trust me, we got beef with Oklahoma too. We got big beef with Oklahoma. We'll be taking care of that tomorrow though. Hey man, you gotta understand, robo-hoes are a part of life. Look, if you don't want to deal with the issues that women bring sometimes, look, if you're having a late night out, you know what I'm saying? You can't get none of them midnight phone calls, those late night texts, the WYD. What you doing? You up? You know what I'm saying? What's good? You can't get no response. You know who will never turn you down? The robo-hoe will never turn you down. The robo-hoe will always love you. Okay? She will always give you the loving that you need. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go to none of them robo-hoe parlors though, because I'm telling you, dog, you don't want to get burned, okay? You don't want to get burned, period, from a chick or a robo-hoe. You don't want to get burned. That's not something you want to deal with. But I'd rather get burned by a real bitch than a robo-hoe. So I'm telling y'all, stay out the robo-hoe parlors, okay? You might as well go slide down Bissonnette if that's gonna be the play. You might as well go down Bissonnette and do all of this. If you catch a cheat. But like, if your robo-hoe is cheating, do you get mad? Because here's normally, like I say, when it comes to a real relationship, if you got a chick and she's cheating, you blame the chick because she's the one that's attached to you, not the dude. I can't get mad at no dude. If I caught a motherfucker fucking my bitch, I'm not mad at him. I know a lot of people get mad at the dude when depending, like it's your friend or something, that it might be an issue. But I don't get mad at the dude because he owes me nothing. And plus I've been that guy. You get mad at the chick because she's the one that's supposed to be committed to you. But a robo-hoe, I mean, her job is to be a robotic whore. She's programmed to do that. So if somebody's fucking your robo-hoe, are you mad at the robo-hoe or are you mad at the motherfucker fucking your robo-hoe, man? See, I've been getting blue balled annually for the past decade. I'm skeptical if anything actually happened. If a team got relocated, it'd probably be some old friends like the sorry ass King. Man, and doesn't it suck how bad the Kings are? Like, I remember around, I don't know, I'm not sure how old you are, Mike, but I remember around 2003-ish, dog. Around 2003, 2002, when the Kings had everybody. When they had fucking Bibby, Weber, Bobby Jackson, Peja Stojakovic, Doug Christie. The Kings were loaded. Fucking Divock, fucking Turgaloo. I'm talking about everybody. The Kings back then were damn near the now Rockets, dog. Could shoot. Everybody could fucking shoot. And I'm talking about when I would play back then on video games, I always used the Kings. I would blow people out the water. I remember original Xbox NBA Inside Drive was the game. And I remember at prom, I told y'all I'm going to tell y'all some prom stories. Once it gets closer to prom season, I'll start sharing some of those stories. It's not too far away. But I remember NBA Inside Drive, 2003. It was at one of the proms that I went to. And my homeboy, his brother swore up and down because my homeboy, he used to be cold at NCAA. And he was damn good at Madden too, though. You know what I'm saying? I could never beat him. I could never beat him in NCAA. He was just too damn good. Like, I'd come close. I used to run with, I'm going to say 2004, I used to run with Iowa because they had them two damn near all-world linebackers. I don't even remember their names now. And then they had my homeboy who went there. He was a quarterback. NBA Inside Drive 2003, I used to use the fucking Kings, dog. When I say I blew this motherfucker out by... It was damn near 100 points. Like, I mean, it was like, I want to say like 80-something, 90-something points. Motherfucker got so mad, he accused me of cheating, accused me of putting codes in the X. I'm like, dog, I just cut this bitch on. You watched me put the game in. You saw all these things take place. You watched me do all these. There's no codes. There's no nothing. You got the same fucking access to this shit out, but I just knew how to play with the Kings because they were so damn fucking good, dog. And I would kill it, dog. What's up, Dewey? What's the motherfucking deal, man? Man, you not lying, though. That fucking game, they should have beat the Lakers that series, dog. They should have definitely beat the Lakers that series. You say, think if we lose tomorrow, which I don't think we will, we should be worried about the Thunder if we meet and play. Absolutely not. Because this is what you got to look at. The Thunder, and it kills me because everybody try to act like Chris Paul played that game. The Thunder beat, but they had their whole big three, or medium three. Excuse me. When they had their little medium three, barely beat James Harden alone by like 5 points. I want to say it was like a 5-point game. Chris Paul comes back. Now, Joe Johnson won't be playing. Brandon Wright won't be playing. And Ryan Anderson is still out. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Ryan Anderson. But you have to respect what Ryan Anderson brings to the table. He's not a starter anymore. He's been relegated to the bench. But the fact that Ryan Anderson, let me stop slurring. Ryan Anderson can shoot from so deep, stretches out defenses because you have to respect him. This motherfucker will be 5-6 feet fucking from the fucking 3-point line. You have to, most people are like, oh, fuck it, I'll let him shoot it. You better not. You better not, because he's going to motherfucking me. What's up, Phoenix? What's the motherfucking deal? Already, I'm going to check that shit out. That's my thing. So if he can get healthy and he can be a contributor, if Ryan Anderson is on, it's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap for anybody. But the thing about it is, will Ryan Anderson be on? And that's the problem. It's like, what Rhino is coming to play today? You know? What am I missing? And that's the only thing that bothers me. What? Something happened with Alex Jones? The Alex Jones shutdown scandal? I need to check that out. You said, exactly. Anderson never on in the playoff? That's my problem. All right, that's a bit after the stream. I'm going to go check that out. Yeah, I definitely go with Bibby. Yeah, definitely Bibby. I like Bibby, man. Bibby was solid, man. Bibby was a solid player, dog. Anderson got to tell his wife, hey, let my nuts go. Let me go ahead and, let me have my nuts for this game and let me shoot. Because the thing about Anderson is, though, when he's on the floor, like I say, he spaces motherfuckers out and he opens up lanes for other people, because you have to respect the fact that he can shoot and he can hit from that deep. And does it all the time, man. See, Alex Jones a sellout. He sold out. Man, Alex Jones is he's an interesting case to me. Like I said, I didn't hear what the scandal is. I mean, because every now and then, well, not every now and then, that's probably where I get the majority of my fucking news from is fucking Philip DeFranco. And it's so interesting how Philip DeFranco has developed over the years. Like, I haven't always been a consistent watcher. It'd be here and there, but more so as of late, I've been paying more attention to him. I don't know. Is he from Texas? That's something I didn't know. He says it's so different now. The info. Well, yeah, I don't doubt it because I've heard some of the shit now, and it's. I know he pushes a whole lot of crazy products and a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know exactly what he's on at the moment. So that's that fucking Alex Jizzle Jones. Matter of fact, let me see something here. But all right. No, to heaven. All right, we're gonna do a little something here, real quick. As I'm working on something here. He was born in he's a fucking Dallas. He's a 4-hour news show, 2 hours sell it out, and 2 hours of news. That's fucking funny. I need ACP so I can get the unrestricted. Man, I believe in man. You gonna trust me. You good. Trust me. From day one, and I'm not just saying this because you've been fucking with the Sauce Phoenix, man. I believe in you. I'm talking about from the very first comment that I ever saw you post on one of my videos. And then I remember, I want to say you had hit like a couple of them in a day or two, or it was like over a day or two or something. You had hit a couple of, and you were dropping some good facts. And I was like, man, this dude here definitely knows what the fuck he's talking about. So I have no doubt, personally, no doubt in my mind, it ain't the Apple alcohol talking. I sincerely feel that you will be successful. I don't know, man. I think he's good. I think he's good because see, right now he's in the period of where he's transforming from one level and about to take it to another level in his life. And like I say, the Phoenix is the, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be like the rebirth. It's supposed to be the because I had a homeboy, he had a Phoenix tattoo and he was telling me some shit about it. But the meaning of what it was supposed to mean, because he had a drinking problem, and he was just basically talking about everything he had went through when he was drinking and everything, and then to kind of get out of that, he still smokes and that's dope, and just kind of get his life straight. He does some dope. As a matter of fact, I think he's a Cowboys fan, but he's a cool dude, man. But the Phoenix rises from the ashes. So like I say, man, I honestly have no doubt in my mind that you will ace it and you will be successful. No worries whatsoever. All right. I need y'all to give me 1 second. I gotta do a little alakazam on y'all. I gotta take care of something. Give me like 30 seconds. And give me like 30 seconds, or not 30 seconds, maybe like 45 seconds, and I'll be right back. And y'all can look at hopefully some of the better looking women smoking this reefer pop up, but I'll be right back. Alakazam. All right, sorry about that. I apologize for. I apologize for that slight pause. Yes, the statue, Honcho. You said the last video I was gonna get you a lot of shit. All right, we're gonna see. See, they're tanking their way to the number one pick. They already have Devin Booker. Man, hey, honest, like Devin Booker is nice. Devin Booker is nice. I almost wanted to believe, like, you know, and how do you I don't want to sit here and say somebody flukes. What he had, a 70 point or something like that. The dude is nice. He can fucking shoot. I'm telling you though, if he had the opportunity, he would love to be a Rocket. That motherfucker was loving. He loves the way the Rockets play, but a lot of guys do because the Rockets like have so much freedom in the way that they operate. But I don't think you can just do it. It's only because of Harden and Chris Paul, because they require so much attention, you know, that it allows other guys to do what they do. You know, yeah, he's nice though. I'm not gonna lie to that fucking Klay Thompson Jr. Shit, I'll take him. Shit, if he can give me some solid defense, I'll take his ass. Man, Phoenix. So, matter of fact, we were talking about early on the stream. I didn't even realize we went over an hour already. I was like, damn, okay. We started off the stream talking about various things, and one of those things was because we received that interesting text in the Sauce Roundtable yesterday. We were talking about pubic hair levels on women. Bush, a low cut, or purely bald. What is the preference and why? Aaron Gordon on this. I'd have to look at Aaron Gordon a little bit more. I know he can score, but to me, Aaron Gordon's just like, he seems to be a little inconsistent. I'd have to pay a little bit more. I'd have to kind of, excuse me, I'd have to watch Aaron Gordon just a little bit more. He's good. Like, he can score, but he just seems a little inconsistent. But what I like about what the Rockets have done this year is by actually adding pieces that are purely defensive pieces. You know, and so that's yeah, that's what I'm saying. They of course they ain't gonna come off of him. But like I said, he'd be an interesting guy to look at. Man. So yeah, definitely we get into some crazy ass conversations in the fucking Kush. I'm just thinking about all the off the wall shit that we've talked about over the various live streams and episodes and things that we get into. And I'm just laughing because some of these conversations definitely need a woman's touch. And every now and then they are. I think it's more likely on the weekend that women actually show up. So we'll see how that works. That's kind of the area that I'm in. Like I say, you know, I had to refer to the old Pimp C line. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them razor bumps, bitch. Grow some hair and get legit. You know, some of these bitches be doing a little too much. Like, yeah, bitch, don't shave it. If you gonna go bald, like, use some Nair or go wax that shit or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Heidi been in and out. Heidi slid through. I think she slid through the sauce earlier. Oh, she usually be in here, but like I said, I didn't put any. This was kind of a last minute Kush den and thing. So like I said, I didn't really put. I actually didn't plan on doing one, but as I was at the store, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll grab a little something to drink and we'll get in here and talk about some shit." But yeah, definitely, you definitely don't want to. You definitely don't want to be a bushwhacker. You know what I'm saying? So that's never the. That's never the plan. I gotta remember to keep looking at this other chat because this shit don't show everything you need to see. You say I'm pretty. So you say I'm a young nigga with old nigga tendencies. Pimp C said the best of bald head pussy. I shit exactly, man. Grow some hair, get legit. Exactly, dude. You already know how I go. He say, like, if there's no here, I'm back to 14. If females weren't able to really go shit down there, at least not knows. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, my thing about with that balls, I feel like I'm violating somehow. So I'm doing something I ain't supposed to. But like I know for a fact, because like I said, I prefer older women. You know, but it's just like, so fucking with a young bitch or fucking with a bitch with no hair is just like, and when I say young, I ain't talking about underage. I'm talking about younger than me. Something ain't right. I mean, we gotta at least give me some peach fuzz. Give me some, yeah. I mean, I gotta have something there to know that what I'm doing is okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. That's my whole thing. Let me see what y'all talking about. But yeah, we were talking about what's the name, Alex Jones, before we slid up out of here. But yeah, like I say, it's to the point where Alex Jones is making buku bucks, dog. He's eating. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a whole segment of the population that man, did y'all see that video where he was running after like somebody? 'Cause I think they told him something. They called him a name or something, like kind of in passing. And then he like starts running, but he like runs all fucking crazy and shit. Man, saying that, even though that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, it just makes me think about a time that one of my partners, and I don't think I stopped kind of, I mean, I see him every now and then because we had some other history. He was cool, but that motherfucking cock blocking ass, bitch ass dude, you know what I'm saying? But he a throwback partner, but I don't really fuck with him as much now, but he been in and out, so hopefully his ass stay out of fucking jail. I think he got a couple of strikes against him already. This motherfucker here, this is back when I was in college. And I had a partner, like I said, my other partner, he used to always have some hoes come through. So what had happened was the chick he was fucking with, I guess she had a friend over there or something like that. So I'm coming up, I start chopping it up with the bitch. Hey, whoop, 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 you know, blase, blase, blah. So I get her number or whatever. And they stayed, this is like I say when I was back at U of H, so they stayed in the tray. So bitch come through one day, you know, she trying to do something, but I just so happened to have my partner. I, let him come through. You tell my partners come, fuck it, come through the school, baby. We go fuck around on campus, man. Go holler some hoes, whatever. So I was like, man, look, situation that came up. I'm trying to fuck with this bitch. Man, go downstairs. Look, had the fucking big screen, had a box, had all kind of shit you could have been doing and entertaining yourself. Shit, really could have walked around campus on his own and been pulling some hoes. Man, this nigga kept knocking on the door, kept doing all kind of just whole-assed ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch was fine in a motherfucker too. Like, big booty ass. She ain't really had a bit too big of titties, but she was like, they were nice. They were handfuls for your average guy. But she had a big old ass, and man, she was with the shit, dog. I'm trying to get this bitch. I'd had this whole halfway naked and all this other stuff. And they come knocking on the door. Man, what's going on? I'm bored. Like, man, that make you don't get your whole ass all, nigga. Man, oh, come on, man. You brought me over here. We supposed to kick you, fuck with them. Like, I understand that. And it could be viewed as slightly hoe assing on my part, but shit, this is my opportunity. Fuck this bitch. Look, I done put you to the door on some hoes more than once. You got to let me catch this pass this time. But end up, taking too much time. That bitch ended up having to fucking go to work and shit. And so I never got to fucking smash that hoe. And I think I ended up stopped talking to the hoe after that. I don't even know what happened with that bitch. I'm fucking with some other hoes. Probably didn't even end up not giving a shit. But, yeah, I'm mad about that. I'm mad about that missed pussy opportunity, man. But who knows? It might have been the right thing. I might have fell off into something I shouldn't have been off in. I'm born off. Hey, man, shit should be happening, man. And I'm telling y'all, like, this is what you got to think about. Okay? And because we talk about a lot of shit in here. and I try to think of things from every perspective, right? I think of things from everybody's perspective. If men want two women, I mean, that's the generic male fantasy, having two women at once. Some of us are wanting 3, 4, maybe 5. I don't know. I don't know what your limits are. I don't know what type of prowess you possess. But what's to stop women from wanting the same fucking thing? But, vice versa, flipped over. Hey, sometimes, hey, hey, I have no comment on that. Hey, hey, if she choosing, I don't know about. I can't tell you to turn. I ain't turning down shit but a collar, and you see this shit ain't got no motherfucking collar. My fucking shirt's damn near t-shirts. But like I say, man, what's to stop women from wanting the same shit? I think women, like, the thing about it is just because society places these stigmas on women as to shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. Oh, word? How oblivious could he be to the situation? But see, that goes to what we were talking about earlier. You weren't here. I don't think you were here earlier, but we were talking about as far as if you're not pleasing your chick in the situation, and hey, and we talked about faking orgasms, women faking orgasms and things like that. Yes, finish that off. But it's like Dottie, like, because society programs to think that women are angels and they're delicate and they're this and they're that. Man, look, women want the same things men want. Just the opposite for the most part. Some women want women like men want women. But I think that a lot of them are just afraid because one society says that, oh, well, you're a slut, you're a whore, you're this and you're that. I tell y'all, man, like, I've done a lot of living in my life, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't give a fuck. I don't. At this point, shit, I'm in my fucking 30s, dog. One, good luck finding a chick that don't have. Once you get past 25, good luck finding a chick that ain't got fucking kids, dog. Like, that's a wrap right there. If a chick got kids too, and then she's been a single mom for a while, she probably got a body count too. From all the motherfuckers she tried to fuck with, hoping that they gonna bring in her life and all this other shit. Exactly, they want to fuck. You say a year later after they broke up, I told my boy we did. So then he tells me that apparently she had given him a handy J under that sheet too. Man, I had a feeling you were gonna say that, Phoenix. I swear to God, I had a feeling that she was double. I don't know why I had a feeling you were gonna say she was double fisted. It was one, because he had to be of some type of distraction. He had to be distracted slightly, because otherwise, that's something that I would think that you would notice. But hey, it is what it is. As long as you kept it real with your partner, hey, I can't be too bad. I mean, it might have took a little bit, but as long as you eventually kept it real with it, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you know what I'm saying? You let him know. At least he ain't wife or fall off into a bad situation. That's fucking funny. Fucking pigeon. That's awful. Oh, that's awful. Speaking of pigeons, y'all remember, well, shit, this might be when did that shit come out? I don't know if y'all remember fucking TLC No Scrubs. And then who was it? The fucking one hit wonder. And I swear to God, I have not thought about this name ever. But that fucking song No Pigeons by the Sporty Thieves. One hit fucking wonder. And I want to say that's the right name. Matter of fact, I'm finna look it up because I'm going off. I'm trying to go off of my memory. Y'all know my memory is shot to shit. You know, I don't be remembering shit. Yep, Sporty Thieves. No Pigeon. What? They had other songs too? Cheapskate, Marlon. Nobody gives a fuck about the other songs. I'd never heard of these guys ever until No Pigeons, man. Man, you'd be surprised, dog. Oh shit, I agree, dog. I agree. Yeah, I got some, man. That now that you mention that, I got a couple of stories that we'll share one day. I'll share one day. That's things you're going. Like I say, I can't give all the stories away because you know as the den grows, I don't want to have to start certain situations. I don't want to recycle shit, so I got to keep some of the good shit. But as we go along. I told them the prom shit. I'll tell them about, you know, when prom season comes, I'll start talking about some of those old crazy prom stories I had. But like I say, yeah, women want attention, dog, and women will do anything damn near for attention. And it's unfortunate. It's sad. Women, I won't say it's unfortunate, but what you have is you have a lot of women who don't have any merit, don't have any validity to themselves, but they want attention. They want to be, you know, how they want to feel special. But I tell y'all all the time, like, I'm not knocking it. A bitch walking around halfway naked, yeah, I'm going to look. And if I have the opportunity, yeah, I will smash. But I'm not going to put a bitch on a pedestal for Amber Rose and for, you respect me because I'm a slut. I need to be treated as, like, fuck no, man. Like, these bitches are delusional, dog. Like, because you got too many dudes who put these hoes on a fucking pedestal. Treat them like they're goddesses for nothing. Like the shit that makes me sick nowadays, man, I seen some shit, dude. A married man with children, talking about, oh, men, we've done women so wrong. We just need to step aside and start letting women take the lead. Man, bitch, fucking tell your bitch to suck my fucking dick. Fucking pussy. Like, you piece of shit, dog. I hate fucking... Man, I'll never be a male feminist, dog. Like, never, ever, ever. Do I want equality? Do I support equality? Abso-fucking-lutely. But I'm not about giving away power. I'm not about, well, I've had my fun in the sun and I've had my reign, so here you go with your fuck no, dog. Like, fuck no, man. It'll never happen. And so I talk about that with cultural issues. I talk about that with sexes, whatever issues, on any kind of fucking level, dog. Like, if you want something, you have to go out and take it. You know what I'm saying? By finesse or by force. You have to make it. If you want something that bad, you make it shake. And women ain't gonna take nothing by force. So now they trying to finesse by, well, we'll withhold the pussy, bitch. Real bitches don't want what these feminists want. Like, real bitches are like, what the fuck are these hoes doing? They fucking the game up for us. Because a real bitch knows that she has a sexual power over men. And it's true. A decent chick with decent looks can probably get her way with 90% of men, maybe more than that. But it's that 10% that don't fall for the bullshit, that's gonna tell it like it is, that she can't get over on. But she'll get her way with 90% of motherfuckers. She'll milk those 90%, and she'll fall in love with that 10% because that 10% don't fall for the bullshit. That's the one that she can't conquer. That's the one she wants. The ones that know that they're going to improve her because they're not going to sit there and listen to her bullshit. They're not going to accept her bullshit and let her get away with dumb shit just because she's a woman. Like, women should be offended by a lot of the shit that people say because they're basically treated like fucking children. Like, they're incapable of making sensible decisions. Like, they're incapable of doing damage. Like, they're incapable of causing harm and things like that. When women are more than fully able to do all these things. But people just treat them like secondhand shit. And the thing that these feminists are trying to push, we talked about the Me Too shit earlier. I'm not with that shit. Now, I'm not saying I condone forced physical, what's the word I want to use here? I'm not saying I don't condone rape. I don't condone any kind of forcing yourself on a woman, forcing a woman to do anything physical with you. If you don't got finesse, then you just ain't blessed, man. Like, if you don't got the mouthpiece, if you don't got the ability to use your conversation to affect your situation, then that's on you, man. Oh man, exactly, dog. But see, the thing is, women know how to use the tools. Like the wise philosopher Juvenile once said, she get it from her mama. If you think that it's harder to trust a bitch who came up from a single mom than any other chick. Know a hoe's background, dog. If a bitch came from a solid family, you kind of got to see what kind of daddy she got, because he could be old pussy ass dude who succumbs to the mom's wheels, and you know, it is what it is. And so that's what she expects. But depending on what type of father she got, she's going to expect a certain standard out of you. You know, and if he was any kind of a man, and you if any kind of a man, she will respect the fact that you don't take her shit and she can't get over on you. That's what she will respect. But if she can have her way, women do not want to be in charge. But a lot of these dudes let women take the lead, take the charge. And then when a woman's like, man, I ain't even interested, she start fucking around with somebody else and do some other shit. Well, why, baby, why? He treats you like shit. I treat you so good. On that beta bullshit. I hate saying beta males, but it is a thing. I guess that's the term that people associate with, so it is what it is. But man, I just don't get it, dog. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it at all, man. Well, what's up, Chet? I'm proud of you too, man. That's funny. That's fucking funny. Man, I'm telling you, that's probably part of the reason why I've been so afraid to have my own fucking kids, man, because they gonna fucking, it would be bad business, man. If you did wear, yeah. Oh, man, but I have no problem. Like, my thing with women and the bitch thing is, if you call your friends bitch and your friends call you bitch, I have permission to call you bitch too. That's the way I see that shit, dog. Like, why? What makes me so different? Especially if I'm fucking you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean it in a playful manner, the same way that they do. You know what I'm saying? It's a term of endearment, the same way that do. What's the fucking difference? You ain't fucking them bitches, but you let them call you whatever. I can't call you that. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, look. I could tell y'all some stories. Oh, man, God, I could tell y'all some stories, man. I just be thinking about certain shit, like, even in high school, in front of houses, parents up, like, all they would have had to do was walk outside into the fucking driveway and seeing their daughter's head popping up. Like, what? It might have been over for me. But the thing that it was always cool for me is, since I was always, especially when I was a senior and I actually started lifting weights and doing shit, man, I'd be like, bitch, I'll fight your daddy. I don't give a fuck. When I got, like I say, once I was like really shit, because I was 6 and some change in junior. I really didn't grow too much more in high school. But, shit, I fight a daddy. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You better pull that pistol out, because I fight that motherfucker. I'm young, active, and attractive. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to throw them things, man. Shit, I felt like I was about that action. Why, you never buy one because there's a clock on the? That's fucking hilarious. Say the Jags' new uniforms got leaked. I'm gonna check that shit out. Man, I'm telling you. Say, have you seen the Kevin Hart thing about what would you do if you see the girl? Oh man. Honestly though, I'm gonna keep it 100, dog. Like, you know, I don't know if I won't, because I haven't been participating in my player ways in quite some time. I've been chilling, I've been cooling, I've been doing the good guy thing. But my whole vibe is, I value myself way too much, man. Like, it would be a situation where I'd have to be like, all right, bitch, well, you gotta go, or I'm a bounce. Like, it just don't matter. Like, I don't. And then especially at this time where I done lost too much, dog. Like, it's just like, man, if I caught you doing some shit like that, I wouldn't even spaz. Like, I just keep it two player. Like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Keep it real. Hey, my nigga, all right, I see you, man. I ain't even mad at you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You doing what a man gonna do. Shit, you don't owe me nothing. It's the bitch that's supposed to be committed to a motherfucker. So, like I say, you know, look, I'm gonna go ahead. You either get your shit and bounce, or depending, like I say, whatever it may be, I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna roll. I'm finna go do my thug thing. Don't call me. Don't hit me. It is what it was. It was what it was. That's what you about. That's what I'm about now. Hey man, you gotta do you. You gotta do you, Phoenix, man. You can't even worry about that. Man, girls with daddy used to crazy as fuck. Is best to find a chick with a cool ass dad who likes sports. Yeah, that's what you really want. You want to find a chick who knows how to watch a game and not ruin the shit for you. But even if that's not the case, then you know, shit, find a bitch who know how to shut up and give some head while the game on. You know what I'm saying? Shit, all that extra shit. There's a lot of that extra shit, you know. Yeah, this probably your best time to spill the beans. Oh shit, I didn't even realize it after 12. This would be your best bet to spill the beans because I don't think nobody gonna come back and watch a whole stream. Yes, dog, like I done had some bitches, dog. I remember one bitch I was fucking with, dog. And I guess she was a listener. Because I told that bitch, man, I was like, man, if I could have my dick sucked all the time, I want it sucked all the motherfucking time. Like, I always want my dick sucked. And she took that shit to motherfucking heart. And literally, like, anytime it was just some free fucking time. If it was, I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, chilling, I'm fire up with blood. She come in for work, you know what I'm saying? Because I was doing my little hustling thing, whatever it may be. Like, it was what the fuck it was, dog. Like, it got to the point where I had to literally, like, and this is, I feel embarrassed saying this, but I had to tell her, chill. You sucking my dick too much. Like, when I'm talking about multiple times a day, like, shit, bitch could be to just suck my dick a couple of hours ago or an hour ago. If it's just ain't shit, the bitch got bored, she do it again like, shit. So, I mean, goddamn, man, I ain't tripping, but it got to the point like, shit, I done got sensitive. Look, you got to hold on. You got to chill out. Find a chick that'll be faithful and submissive. Say what you described does not exist for cheap. Man, I mean, shit, you can finesse some things. There's some chicks out there, though. You just, like I say, when you make a woman comfortable and secure, you'll get pretty much everything you want. It ain't necessarily about money. A lot of these bitches, it is about money because that's all they understand. But if you can make a woman feel comfortable and secure, you'll get what you want out of that situation 99% of the times. That's fucking funny. You say you love that Asian rock is power. Hey, power dancers got they look. Some of them hoes is thick. They get their work. Bad, but that's what I'm saying though. But like, it would be shit like that. Like, she would suck me off. I'd bust it up. That bitch would still be trying to something like, hold on, chill. Like, all right, I know I literally said that I want my dick sucked all the time, but we gotta put a little bit of a buffer in here, man. And that's the ones you want, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's why I say, man, enjoy it while you're young, dog. Because what you get is these bitches that get older, they fucking have kids. They start looking at these things differently. When I'm a mother, bitch, how you think you had them fucking kids? You was fucking like. Being a mother is not, that don't grant you special privileges in my book. How many bitches do you know that got pregnant accidentally? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean shit to me. It means absolutely nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get extra special respect privileges in my book for fucking being a mother. I might do even worse things to you because I noticed it happened to that fucking pussy. Like, you know what I mean? No, I say I know you. I know you a young buck. So it's all good. So I reply force a woman to do it. No, but some of these women want to be submitted. Like, man, I'm telling you, especially the older you get, when women, a lot of young women don't know how to. They haven't had the experience. They haven't had a man teach them things. And so they don't know certain shit that they may actually like. A lot of women, oh, that just sounds like, have you ever done it? Have you tried? Okay, then if you ain't ever tried it, don't speak or don't knock it till you try it. And then once you introduce them to certain things, it is what it is. Man, Mike, how'd I let that one slip? I was just, I'm glad I did. But we chop it up from time to time now. I still talk to her every now and then. Like I said, it was a minute. She fucking got married, had kids, and some other shit. I think her dude ended up leaving her for somebody he worked with. So. But the thing is, she was crazy though. Like, crazy. But like I said, I still shoot the shit with her and shit like that. And so I don't. I'm cool with all my exes, and I'm cool with the majority of chicks that I've smelled. Like, if I still keep in communication, it wasn't like a one night stand, or I have no fucking idea where they are. I'm still cool with most of the chicks that I've ever fucked. Like, because one, it's a situation where I don't want shit from you, bitch. I made you fucking come more times than you made me fucking come. So it ain't nothing special about you, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like you just really did some things that just blew my mind. Now, of course, there have been some that have, but then once I regain my footing, I definitely got to take control. I can't be outdone. And so, like I say, it's to the point where I'm trying to think. Like I say, other than, like I say, one night stands, I think that I'm probably on the ones, like I say, that I know where they exist. And I'm not even talking about just exes, but I'm just talking about bitches I fuck with. We all on good terms. Like, because I'm just saying, like, shit. I mean, I didn't do you bad. One, if I wasn't fucking with you like that, I mean, if we wasn't together, then don't owe you nothing. If I was just fucking you, trust me, you benefited from it. So you ain't got no reason to be bad at me. We just stopped fucking. That's just all that shit is. That's just a... Nah, I mean, yeah. Man, and I think that a lot of these hoes with some of this shit just be on some shit they be hearing some other hoes doing, and, well, I gotta do what the other hoes are doing. I could agree with y'all on that it can get boring. That's why you gotta find some shit to spice it up. You gotta change the game up. You gotta find some. You just gotta do something different. And then what it is though is a lot of these hoes feel like their pussy is just the qualifier. Well, I have a pussy and I'm a bitch, so. Because they believe all this shit all these other dudes and told them while they getting some fucking ass. Because of course we all know that dudes would tell a bitch anything to get some pussy, and the nigga would tell a bitch anything while he's in the pussy. Don't mean that he means any of that shit, but niggas will say that shit Now, I'm not saying I say that shit, but I just know the majority of motherfuckers. I'm not saying that y'all say that, but we know that it's a thing. My thing is this, and like bitches don't think. Bitches don't think. I'm not gonna say that because I told you I used to have a Facebook group. This was years back, and we'd have all kind of shit. I had a bunch of bitches in there. And, oh, I know I give the best head. I suck the best dick, and I do all this. Bitch, stop grading your own fucking paper. Y'all remember that shit like in class where the teacher be like, all right, grade your own paper. Did you get these right? Bitches be out there grading their own papers. Like, bitch, how the fuck do you know? Do you feel it when you suck dick? No, you just doing some shit. You don't know if it feels good or not. A motherfucker gonna tell you it feels good just because he's trying to fucking bust a nut. He's gonna encourage you to keep fucking going because he wants to fucking ejaculate. If he tells you, oh God, bitch, you're fucking awful. Do you think that's gonna be good for the encounter? No, it's gonna cause some static, and then it's gonna take longer for him to get what he's trying to achieve if he gets it all. So of course he's gonna tell you, oh, it was great. Fucking motherfucker busted a nut. You probably not better than the next bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a couple of hoes that know that they some certified pros, but it's been some bitches that, oh, I do this and I do that. I know that. And fuck these hoes. Like, bitch, you the most basic fucking bitch. You grown with children. How the fuck you doing some old high school shit? You know what I'm saying? I want to get a duck high and feed it a lunch. Oh my God, man. Well, I don't know about ducks, but geese are fucking mean, dog. I remember I used to fuck around. There was this park I would go running at, and man, there was this one spot where there'd always be a bunch of fucking geese at, dog. And I'd probably run like 3 or 4 laps at this bitch. And I'm telling you, I'd hit that hole, and it was a nice little distance. I think like 4 laps might have been. I think 3 laps was a little over a mile and some change. I forgot how much it was total. I want to say 3 laps was like a mile. Anyway, so I'd run this area, and every time, like, I could be tired, I could be gassed, you know what I'm saying, halfway jog, running, walking type situation. But I get by them fucking geese, and even if they could be 10, you know what I'm saying, I would say 10, maybe 5 to 10 yards away from the track or whatever. It didn't fucking matter. They see a motherfucker, they start chasing the motherfucker, and like literally they didn't fly after a motherfucker, but they like come running after a motherfucker, making noise. And I'm talking about a gaggle of geese trying to attack you. Like, I'd always pick it up, like, because I want to say it was illegal to fuck them up, because it was I know somebody who had fucking like killed one of them. They had gotten in some trouble. Like, they accidentally like ran it over because it was crossing over the little pathway into the park or whatever. Because I would be like, yeah, I'd fuck these geese up, dog, but it's too many of them. I'd probably get jumped. But every time that little spot, no matter how tired I was, I'd pick that shit up. Like, I see I'm getting close to that little area, but I get that second wind out of nowhere and start fucking running through that motherfucking shit. You said Celebrity Music. He's a guy from H. That's a pretty good song. No, I haven't heard of him, but I'm gonna write it down in my notebook because well, y'all probably won't be able to see it because I got the fucking green screen. But this is a green notebook, okay? This is the Kush Den notebook where I keep all my notes and things in. So that way, when y'all give me suggestions, when y'all give me all that good shit, I will make sure to keep track of all my Kush Den shit in here. I have a purple notebook for the sauce, and that way I can make sure that all that other shit. Oh no, I'm not fucking with it. I ain't trying to watch motherfuckers break their leg and shit. See, I even got my notes in here because I got for the Kush line, you know what I'm saying, I want the last 4 digits to spell something just like the sauce line spells drip. So I got my little numeric codes for Kush, weed, herb, and if possible, you know, if none of those work, then maybe smoke. I'm trying to think of other 4-letter weed-related terms. So I'll be on the hunt tomorrow to get the Kush line going since we crossed over 300. Then I got my topics list on a couple of pages. So I got a couple of new topics that I want to use. And then I have my suggestions that y'all give me. I know we have that Hushka Castle, the Gate to Hell. I know somebody mentioned about the satanic ceremony at the satanic ceremony opening at the Swiss Gothard. Bunch of other shit. Some of that CERN shit. The Pegasus Project. The Montauk Project. All that type of shit like that. Trying to get into some of the more supernatural and things of that nature. But I'll write that down. Celebrity music. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh man! See, we were talking about Bill Burr earlier. I fuck with Bill Burr. He's coming to Houston soon. That was just I looked that up on the thing. He's coming to Houston July 26th, and I'm thinking about definitely thinking about checking it out. We actually were talking about mushrooms earlier in here, and I know his Monday morning podcast. I want to say his last one was talking about taking some mushrooms. I didn't listen to the whole thing. Yeah, I fuck with the podcast. I fuck with that whole. I don't always catch it on time. But it's always pretty good. Your cousin's going to it. I'm seriously thinking about getting it because I like Bill Burr, dog, because I was talking about I like the way he thinks. To me, he's a real independent. Not he bases his beliefs on his own thoughts. He's not influenced by the media and politics and all that bullshit. He's a thinker, even though he calls himself dumb and all this other crazy. He'll self-deprecate a little bit, but. You know what he's saying. I like Bill Burr a lot, dog. I fucking like him a lot. And the reason why I like Bill Burr, I have a friend that interviewed for me. Check out Lunch Break Sessions. All right, I got you. Okay, cool. Let me see what's set on this page. Because I actually have a page with the other YouTubers and things to check out. Lunch Break Sessions. No, definitely, I got you. I would definitely. What do you think of people marrying their own family? But I saw some shit in Oklahoma about a mom who tried to marry like her son and her daughter. That's fucking disgusting, dog. That's fucking disgusting. The magic invisible cold Bobby. Exactly. You saw that it disappeared. It's a magic play. What's the motherfucking deal, Jay Dizzle? Pulled out the Texas land of the trio. You know what I'm saying? You say, oh, it's from Madden? Oh, no, I didn't see it. I'm going to check it out then. I'm going to have to see that. The Greg Jennings. I'm going to check it out. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, shit, you see some shit, you see some shit. I remember one time playing some fucking touch football. I broke somebody's back. That was some, like in junior high. Yeah, shit happens. Yeah, that's why I say I like Bill Burr because, like I say, he just, you can tell, like when you listen to him, that he's actually thinking on the spot as he's thinking about things and the way he comes up with shit. And he's a natural, you know what I'm saying? So he's fucking funny. Leg up right there. And that's, yeah, I like Bill Burr a lot. So I'm thinking about maybe I'm really considering sliding to the motherfucking, to the shit. Get Bill Burr and the Kush Den. That's what I'm going to do. Look, I'm going to go to, might fuck around, go to the Bill Burr show. Need to get some Kush Den shirts made. I got some things I got to hustle up because I got to get that sauce situation lined up with some sauce merch. I've been talking to some people locally. And then I got to get the website. I'm going to get the website finished up tomorrow. And that way I have everything good to go. Because like I said, I got some shit, fucking other sauce things. But go wear a Kush Den shirt to a Bill Burr show. Hey man, look. Bill, what's it gonna take to get you on the show, man? 15 minutes, that's all I need. This ain't Alabama. They're having a lot back in the day with people. Yeah, even in like the upper class situation, because they wanted to try to keep that pure bloodline, that people would marry in their own family, dog. And a lot of that shit became inbred, and that's why you had a lot of fucking dysfunction, a lot of fucking birth defects and all that other fucking shit. We were gonna do it tonight. It was my fault that well, not my fault. I mean, the sauce just kind of ran a little bit later. We were gonna do it at 8:30 tonight, but Man Things had some stuff he had to take care of. That if we'd done it tonight, it kind of would have ran over. So we're looking at probably Thursday to knock out that Sauce Society. Imagine if you had a fine ass cousin. I would never even date or hit it, but people are asking if to do so. I mean, how fine are we talking, man? And are we talking about second cousin, third cousin? How far down the line are we talking? I'm just fucking with you, though. Don't take me serious. Yes, you have proven, Mike, that it is a cult. We have created a cult, but the society has the least amount of followers. Man, hey, do your thing, man. Like I say, I am rooting for you, Phoenix. Like I say, man, I want you to make it shake. I believe in you. So whatever you got to do, man, do your thing. Like I say, we gonna be here. Yeah, I've never watched Game of Thrones. Never seen an episode. I'm lying. I watched the first 5 minutes of an episode and fell asleep on it. Shit. Think about that fucking movie, Gladiator. Where old buddy, he was so weird and such a fucking outcast. Like he wanted to fuck his own sister, dog. Like that shit was fucking weird, dog. Like so jealous of Maximus, the great Maximus. Gladiator was a damn good movie. Damn good fucking movie. Yeah, yeah. Commodus. He'll never be a Maximus. Fucking that was my shit. That's like one of my favorite movies. That's up there. That's up there with like Man on Fire and shit. Like I'm trying to think. I gotta really think. That's why I'm gonna spend some time trying to think about my top 5 movies. I need to probably watch more movies. But that bitch was dope though. Man, hey, like I said, trust me, we will respect whatever you got to do, man. But we will definitely appreciate that too. Man, I mean, it's happened. Here's a question. Let's. What the fuck is this bitch doing? I'm fucking in the background smoking that shit. Bitch, hit the ball. Quit trying to dance and shit. She see bitches don't listen. Look at her trying to fucking. She can't even hit the fucking weed. She trying to so busy trying to fucking dance and shit. What is that? What am I supposed to do with that? Get the fuck out of here. But I mean that's a question for you. Question, super question. All right. So, what if you go out, hit the bar, having yourself a drink, having a good old time, and then you end up meeting a chick, fuck around, have a you end up fucking around that evening. Y'all kind of enjoy each other's company, fucking around for a while, a couple of times, here and there. Then you find out you guys have you have a family reunion or something. And both end up finding out that you're related. Now, you have already partaken in pleasures with each other on multiple occasions. At that point, do you continue to do so because you both enjoy each other's company? Or do you call it a wrap because you've discovered new information? What changes? That doesn't stop the fact that you did it. But I'm just curious. Like I said, I like playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying that I would. I'm not saying that I wouldn't. But I'm just curious. You lost the long lost cousin's face and everything. That's what I'm saying. There you go. That's a good one right there. But why? How could you not forgive yourself if you didn't know? If you had honestly had no fucking idea. I mean, truly, honestly, had no fucking idea. Not even had just not even in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? How could you blame yourself for that? I mean, I'm just, like I said, I like asking questions. I like to know how people respond to things that, not everything that walks. I'll take some shit that limps too, Hey, yeah, I'm talking about. This, as long as you ain't making any inbred kids, that's fucking funny. We all came from Adam and Eve. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just curious. Yeah, doppelgangers, I really believe that. There's too many combinations of people on this fucking planet you have somebody who looks like you. I've seen a NBA 2K on the Dreamcast. The fucking creator character. Now, my homeboys used to fuck with me all the time because the dude, they had a creator character that, like, the generic looked exactly like a motherfucker, dog. They used to kill me with that fucking shit. I wouldn't go that far, Ed, man. Don't do that. But I mean, the thing is, it's like, how can you, if you don't know, you can't blame yourself for that. Now, from that point forward, if you were like, well, I fucked my cousin a couple times, might as well keep fucking her, then that's where you have an issue. Okay? That's when that's when it becomes a problem. But if you, I feel like if you did these things, if you, the saying, like you say, if you knew better, you do better. If you didn't know, then how can you be upset with yourself about that? You could kind of be like, I can't believe I fucking did that a couple of times. But I think as long as you don't continue to pursue the situation, you fucked up, and it might be a little disgusting, but I mean, what is it, man? Nah, steps off, man. You can fuck the shit out of a step, motherfucker. Ain't no blood ties between that shit. You could. Oh, yeah, they are the same guy. I promise, like, there was a picture with CP3 and Andre Johnson, dog. I swear I thought it was CP3 and Joe Johnson. Like, on some real shit. Hey, look. You get a little gimp action, shit. That's that, those missing limbs. That's a little bit less dead weight. Oh, man. All right, do it, Chet. He'll be the best. Man, how can you not? I mean, yeah, man, I mean, this is a very interesting situation. But, I mean, you just got to say, I fucked up. I mean, yeah, it would be awkward, but you can't. I think it'd be a little bit more awkward if you went gay because you had sex with your cousin. I think that would be way more awkward. Well, I got some forbidden pussy, so I'm going to start pumping dookie shoots. Like, I don't think that's the method you want to go with. I think that's a little bit extreme. You acknowledge what you did and realize that, oh, man, I made a fucking mistake. I had no fucking idea, but I don't see how you blame yourself for something if you have no fucking idea that you were doing some shit. I wouldn't be surprised. So, look, Stephen Hawking, he getting some action. He paying for some shit. Yeah, man, a step ain't shit, dog. That's just some legal fucking ease. That's just some paperwork shit. You know what I'm saying? A step ain't nothing. If it ain't no fucking blood ties, man, fuck that shit. But see, the thing is, you better hope she ain't spread no rumors about you. Man, I remember, dog. Oh my God. I remember when I worked at this warehouse, when I was working at the warehouse, there was this bitch, dog. Because you had people who were, loaded, unloaded the trucks. You had mostly females. There was a couple of dudes who were verified. They had to verify the packages that were the box and shit going in and out to make sure the count was right. Make sure the truck reached the right, I think it was like CPM or something like that. And then, like I said, I was a lead, so I'd be just kind of walking back and forth, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing and shit like that. And man, one time I saw it was lunch break, dog. It was this one fucking bitch. Like, I promise, when I first got there, it was matter of fact, me and my partner both was working at that bitch. That was during Hurricane Ike. And now this bitch, look, I really thought it was a fucking dude, dog. Like, I thought it was a dude, like, trying to be a chick. Like, I thought it was a transgender or something, but it was just really a fuzzy bitch. And the bitch looked like a teddy bear in the face. Looked like a fucking, what were those things called? Wookiees or something? The fucking Star Wars, the little bears or whatever. And because we would like be at lunch, and I'm like, dog, is that a dude? Because that fucking little dude keep looking over here, dog. Like, I'm gonna fight that nigga. Like, we sit there be talking about that shit, but come to find out, it was some other fucking leads and some other motherfuckers that was fucking with that bitch, dog. Like, and once we find out, we start giving them hell. Like, even our boss found out, he started giving them fucking hell. We would clown him. Man, I'm just saying, though, but she broke. But I was like, I don't care if she broke bread. I don't care if she broke head. You cannot justify fucking with that dude, bitch, dog. Like, that bitch had more facial hair than I got, dog. Like, bitch was fuzzy in the fucking face, dog. Like, literally looked like a little fucking teddy bear. And when I say, that bitch was a fucking, she was a BMW, dog, a badly misshapen woman, dog. Like she fucking had like a little gut, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like had no kind of like hip action, like was like skinny fat, like was like fat up top, but with the skinny ass legs and shit. And like I say, looked like a little dude in the face, dog, like on some real shit. But anyway, so even after all this shit, we used to clown and cap. Man, this bitch she tried to corner me, dog. Like I seen it after, like I cleared, made sure everybody was out the trucks and everything, went to lunch. So I'm walking, you know, to go head to the lunchroom. This bitch, I peeped out the corner of my eye, like my peripheral. What the fuck is that? My peripheral was working. This bitch like slid kind of behind a stack of boxes on a cart, and I saw her ass. I was like, this bitch gonna finna try to fucking talk to a motherfucker, dog. Like, so I kind of tried to take a wide angle, and this bitch tried to come in. Hey, what's going on? Like, bitch, look, I would keep it real with you. And I ain't with that shit. You might be fucked with them other niggas. Them other niggas might be fucking. I'm not the one, man. So don't even come at me with that shit. Like it ain't even gonna shake. You do your job. I do my job. I'm strictly business on the job site. I don't fuck with coworkers. Like, dog. But when I'm talking about it was multiple niggas fucking with this raggedy bitch. So what I'm saying is if an ugly bitch can get motherfuckers fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? That's why these hoes that actually look decent know that they have power over motherfuckers, dog. You say how what about certain women have animal fetishes like women fuck dogs and a horse? That's pure evil shit, dog. Man, step relative is not bad, dog. I look, step relatives are on the menu. Hey, look, we are not by blood. Look, I'm gonna take a step, and before I look, if I'd have had a fucking stepsister or some shit like that, and she was fine and she was with the shit, she'd have been getting busted fuck up, dog. Like that's just what the fuck it would have happened. Like we talk about some paperwork. This ain't no blood shit. You were straight to suck their way out my face. Basically, a young ready boss mixed with Hawkins. God damn, you try to be the best that ever did it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know about that animal shit, dog. Like I say, women want to be. Please, they'll go out of their way to fucking find it. I guess if they got to figure it to get it through some animal action or some something. I told you, like shit. At that same job, women used to tell me, like I used to have bitches like literally tell me. Gotta ask other hoes about it. Like I had a bitch tell me she was aroused by the way I worked. Bitch, I'm fucking, before I became a lead, like I was fucking, you know, I was in the trucks, so shit. But I'd be pumping them hoes. That's why they made me a lead, because I was shit. I put out more trucks than anybody. I'd be in that whole fucking getting it. I treated that shit like a workout. And the bitches would tell me, so I asked other bitches, like, I was like, do y'all get aroused by watching men work and shit? Like, they were like, yeah. It makes us feel like, you know, that's what y'all, the way y'all handle the boxes and do this thing makes you feel like it's what you do. I'm like, okay. All right. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, so that's just something. Like women like to see men exert effort and energy. You know what I mean? So yeah, women tell me that they found out that I didn't treat them like a thought. Oh, I treat hoes like trash. But you know what I'm saying? But what you got to do is, yeah, it's about how you finesse them, dog. You already know what your ultimate goal is with a chick whenever when you fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? And different bitches require different shit. Classy bitches, sometimes you got to treat them hoes like hoes. That's what they want, because they get tired of being treated. Like sometimes you got to treat hoes like the opposite of what they're used to. Let them have a different experience. You know what I'm saying? Provide them with a different feeling. You know, bitches who used to being in power and running shit at their job and all that. You know, a lot of them hoes tend to be submissive and want to fucking please and do all this other stuff. But, you know, their occupations and shit like that don't allow for that. They got to be in the workplace. They're competing with men. So they got to fucking, you know, they got to put on this persona. Women don't want to be like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Women naturally want to nurture and cater. So, like I say, shit, you put them in the right position. It is what it is. If a bitch, you know, be doing too much and she used to getting treated like dirt, let her feel special every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean you necessarily got to mean it all the way, but let her feel special every now and then. See what kind of reaction you get. I'll tell you this, like if a bitch is a thought and she's trash, but you give a hoe like that some game, you lace a hoe like, man, them hoes will fall in love with you for fucking ever, dog. forever. And they'll you teach a bitch something, they'll love you forever. And I'm not just saying teaching her fucking math, but I'm like, if you lace a bitch up with some game and you just, some real shit, show her some new experiences, teach her something that fucking benefits her life, they'll love you fucking forever, dog. Shit, a girl that sucks the dog mouth. Ugh, that's disgusting. Ooh, Julio, I don't know. See, I think Ramsey, OBJ, and Landry are gay. I don't know that much about Landry. I haven't seen him. OBJ's real suspect. Ramsey's real suspect. But really, honestly, when it comes down to it, man, like I say, you got to realize the side of it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, how does that benefit or hinder my progress? Like, you got to start cutting out the bullshit. We got to start cutting out the shit that is really irrelevant to our lives. And that's part of this shit that I'm trying to learn with some of this new thinking. And like I told you, I'm trying to work on getting my concentration and my focus down. And a lot of that shit is just about omitting bullshit that doesn't matter. Putting the fucking phone down. You can be away from the phone for an hour. You won't die. I'm not that fucking important that some breaking shit is going to happen or I'm going to be the first one to get it. Stepping away from certain things, say as far as like the diet, it's about omitting and removing bullshit ass shit from you to live a better life. It's not about adding all this extra shit. I mean, put some protein powders and some other shit. No, it's about fucking removing the unnecessary. So when it comes down to like, cause when you think about this shit, like when you say stuff like no homo or you talk about motherfuckers who are gay, that means you think about gay shit. And I don't want to think about gay shit, dog. Like, so I'm really trying to do my best to like not give a fuck about any of that shit. If they are, they are. That's their fucking life. It has nothing to fucking do with me. I don't want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I had pants on. I definitely had pants on. Look, if I got socks on, I got pants on. I'd have to be fully fucking butt naked. Nah. That's fucking funny as shit, though. Man, yeah, I gotta start fucking with that IG shit more because I know that's the lane a lot of people in. I've actually had a couple people tell me like they didn't even know I fucking had a YouTube channel. I'm like, how you fucking follow me on the IG when I got the link in the bio, and I'm always talking about streams and I'm always talking about that type of shit on the fuck when I do actually post on that bitch. I think that the reason why teams don't want, it's not that I don't think they don't want them. I think that it can be real awkward in the locker room. But I promise you this, dog. I promise you this, Ed, man. There are gay players in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I rarely, like I'm saying, I rarely post. Like I'm trying to start working on posting more, like at least posting the thumbnails when we're going to start going live. Excuse me, live. I'm trying to start. I got to get better about posting, like when we do Rockets things, about posting the 3 points to ponder. I'm going to start fucking with the live a little bit more, like, when the games come down close, or just kind of start talking more during games, kind of going back and forth between the Twitter and the fucking IG. I just got to utilize the shit more, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get better at that. But I guarantee you this, man. I guarantee you this. There are gay players in the NFL. They may not be openly and out there, but who is that? Who was the dude? I want to say he played for the Jets. I can't think of his name for shit, but he got caught fucking on the beach with some dude, and not Carrie. I want to say Carrie. Carrie Washington is an actress, if I'm not mistaken. Carrie something, dog. Man, my thing is this, dog. Back at U of H, it was a dude, dog. This dude used to wear colored contacts and do all this other stuff, and he was real suspect. Motherfuckers used to think he was gay as shit. I wouldn't be surprised if the fuck he was, dog. Like, motherfuckers be trying to think they too damn pretty and shit. My thing is this, dog. Respect my fucking boundaries. Respect my fucking boundaries. As long as you don't come at me crooked, dog, we ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm taking a shower, you're a known gay, you just over there looking in the shower, Kerry Rhodes, yes. And you just over there, yeah, ooh, what's up, Honcho? I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, dog, because now you disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? I'm respecting the fact that you are what you are. I ain't gonna call you all kind of names. I ain't finna do all this other off the wall disrespectful shit. But respect me by not crossing my boundaries. You know I ain't with that shit. Don't fucking disrespect me, man. So it may be something that would take some getting used to, and not just saying you'd be completely comfortable with it, but stay in your lane. That's how I would say it, man. Yeah, look, you tell me. It was funny because Ray said that to somebody, or he told somebody, man, he been talking to you, yeah, man. I forgot who he was talking to about something. He said, you tell, and he didn't even say it like Rams. He just said, you tell me. I fucking started dying laughing. I can't even hear the term you tell me and fucking, but shit. Well, Kerry Rose, whoever he married to, that dude was fucking with, was supposedly fucking with a dude and all that other shit. He had pictures. He was waiting like it was his assistant or something. Like that's suspect to me in the first place. If I'm gonna have an assistant, it's gonna be a fucking female. Like, I'm straight up and down. Like, when the sauce becomes what the sauce will be one day, you know, with the plans that I have for it becoming, and when I say the round table becomes a reality to where everybody's literally eating and sauce is a business and everybody has a lane and everybody's eating off of that, when that happens, well, I will have an assistant, and it's gonna be a fucking woman. Like, I don't want no fucking dude assistant. Now, I can see the fact where you can say, well, you know, it would keep you from doing this and doing that. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna have a fucking female assistant. That's just how the fuck it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because look, when we had around, it'll be enough testosterone in that motherfucker. You know, with everybody in the round table got their own offices and their own things and all that shit going on, I will have a female assistant. Now, the rest of y'all can have male assistants if y'all want to, but not Honcho. So, shit. Hell no. Paris better have his own assistant situation going on. I ain't got nothing shit shaking with that. I already got I got one or two in mind. I was fucking with some old bitches I used to fuck with. Cause I tell them about the Kush deal. I tell them about the fucking sauce shit. And I'll be like, shit, you know, fall through. I was like, I told my exes, like, man, I be talking about y'all motherfucking asses in the fucking Kush deal all the time. I give a fuck and say, so I'll be careful if you tuned in, because I'm gonna say some shit. You may hear about a situation where I was fucking over your ass or some other shit like that. And I ain't gonna be able to go fly her in from Argentina. Bilingual. So all that other shit. But like I say, man, shit. Look, I'm gonna be honest. If I have an assistant, I want something I actually enjoy looking at. If I have to look at this motherfucker, yeah, I will. My hiring practices will probably be considered some type of illegal. Because I'm beside, there's gonna be some non-disclosure agreements being signed. You ain't finna backdoor and hit me with no Me Too shit. I'm gonna tell you beforehand, this is a heavily male-dominated environment. Things will be said. Things will be, if you're uncomfortable in situations like that, you don't feel like you can hold your own, then this may not be the job for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you straight up. But if I did hire, it would probably be somebody, like I say, I was more familiar with, because I got trust issues and shit. Yeah. That's what I say, man. Look, it ain't gonna be too much of that, man. Like I say, it's gonna be. I'm gonna hire some old chicks I used to fuck with. I'll be like, I need you in my office for my 3 o'clock. The 3 o'clock. Yes. Nah, I keep it kosher though. The bitch have to stay out of my shit. I'm like, them all the most gonna do for me. The bitch gonna have to be able to roll. If she can't roll up, can't work for me. Because if I get to the point where when I'm managing some shit, I'm really running some shit, I'm going to hire a weed roller assistant. Look, bitch, you got to look. I need you to roll up. I need you to make sure I have the proper guard stocked. You're going to have to go pick up all supplies that I need. Because like I say, yeah, I ain't going to be touching shit. All I want is just how this little blunt be getting handed back and forth. How that hand is handing him the blunt. That's how I want that shit. I don't want to have to touch shit. I don't want to have to do shit. I'm just gonna be like, hey, wave my finger, and I want a blunt handed in to the office or whatever it's got to motherfucking be. So that's how I would see the situation. Yes. Like, bitch, don't act like you didn't know. And I'm telling them straight up, look, I'm gonna need back massages. I'm gonna need all these other things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need all that taken care of. If you're uncomfortable performing these activities, then this may not be the job for you. Like I say, I ain't necessarily saying I'm trying to smash you, do no off the wall shit like that, but you will have to be willing to take care of many situations. Look, you need to be. Look, I'm gonna go hire a fucking massage therapist and shit. Can you type and you can massage? All right, cool. Oh shit, man. But man, I'm looking at the clock. I didn't even realize it was this time. But it's 1:18. We went 2.5 and some shits. So I do think I'm gonna call it a wrap. But my friends of the den, I appreciate y'all fucking with me. Listen to me talk this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Just shooting the shit, having a good old time. Yeah, you way over there. Yeah, I'm actually working on some things. Like I say, I'm going to I get a better GPU, a little better graphics card, actually a video card, so I can upgrade some of these streams, maybe to boost them up from 720 to 1080p. Make a couple little other upgrades and some things like that. So whenever YouTube decides to send the super chats and things like that, because like I said, I finally figured out how that shit actually works. But it'll be good. So probably this month I'll be taking care of some things. Things will start looking better around the later third of the month. I'm working on. Well, not working on. I got a couple of new intros and new things that I got working for the sauce around the 10th, because that'll make about a year since I've been doing the videos and things. Man, I'm glad you stuck with it, Mike. Man, I'm really am, man. So I'm glad you stuck around. I'm glad you fucking with it, man. It's good to have you here. Like I say, I try to be consistent with it, but sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But I'm trying to stay on top of things. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do some upgrades and some stuff like that, because I know that that's part of the algorithm shit that YouTube does. They want better quality streams, so 1080p will benefit. It's a lot of off the wall shit that goes on. Actually, 4K is the best shit, but that's look. I ain't trying to be y'all gonna be seeing the motherfucker nose hairs and shit. I ain't got time for all that shit. Motherfucker gonna be talking about your hair. Look at all the hairs that are out of whack on your head and shit. But all that type of off the wall stuff, man. But with that being said, I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all fucking with your boy. Y'all ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out the den. Thanks for watching the Kush.